Mr. Martinez. If you're okay, then we'll proceed. Proceed with the hearing.
Hello. Welcome to You Have a Collect Call From. I'm just testing out the audio right now, making sure everything's up and running. Everything looks good. Anyhow, this one should be starting up shortly.
All right.
You may be seated. This is the 5 p.m. initial appearance calendar for January 27th of 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA samples and fingerprints that were given on the first of the month will apply to all matters on this calendar. I am going to be calling you each up to come to the podium one by one. Well, I will ask you to state your first and last name, your date of birth, and then I will advise you as to why you are here, whether or not an attorney has been appointed to represent you, what your upcoming court dates are, what your bond is if you are eligible for bond, and what your release conditions will be. I know that many of you may have questions while I'm speaking. Please hold your questions until I finish telling you all the information that you need to know. The first person that I am calling is Renee Sandoval. Oh, we don't have the interpreter, really? Oh, okay. The first person that I'm going to call is Renee Sandoval.
La primera persona que va a pasar al frente es Renee Sandoval. Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'm my telequest court interpreter.
Thank you. Sir, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Señor, ¿me da su nombre completo?
Me llamo René David Sandoval Cariaga.
My name is René David Sandoval Cariaga. ¿Y su fecha de nacimiento?
10 de octubre del año 2002.
October 10th of 2002.
Sir, you were here on a grand jury warrant.
Señor, está presente por una orden de arresto del jurado indagatorio.
The grand jury warrant charges you with the following.
El jurado indagatorio levantó las siguientes acusaciones.
One count of manslaughter, a Class 2 felony.
Un delito por homicidio culposo, delito de categoría 2.
Another count of manslaughter, a Class 2 felony.
Otro punto acusatorio también por homicidio culposo, delito de categoría 2.
4 counts of aggravated assault, a Class 2 felony.
4 puntos acusatorios de agresión con agravante, delitos de categoría 2.
I did appoint an attorney to represent you in this matter.
Le nombré a un abogado para su representación en este caso.
You will have a arraignment hearing on February 4th at 8:30.
Va a tener una audiencia de vista incoautoria el 4 de febrero a las 8:30.
The grand jury warrant had a cash-only bond in the amount of $250,000.
El jurado indagatorio fijó fianza para asegurar su comparecencia y se puede pagar únicamente en efectivo, son $250,000.
If you were able to post bond,
Si deposita la fianza,
you will have to follow the release conditions as they are reflected on your paperwork.
tendrá que seguir las medidas cautelares que se reflejan en sus documentos.
That concludes everything that we have to do here this evening.
Eso concluye todo lo que vamos a hacer con usted esta tarde.
If you will please step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork.
Si puede pasar a su izquierda, el agente policial le va a pasar sus documentos.
Ms. Lopez, can you inquire as to whether or not anybody else is in need of your services before I let you go?
Your Honor, I had a second one for an Alejandro Flores.
Yes, we're going to have to use the language line for him because he's not here in court. He's in a holding safe cell.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah, he's not here in the courtroom, so, and we don't want to keep you till unless you would like to remain on the line until the end of the calendar.
Let me make the announcement, Your Honor, and if the court could guesstimate time-wise for me, I could let you know. ¿Hay alguna otra persona que necesite ayuda en español? Si requiere ayuda en español, levante la mano, por favor.
No one is, there is another person that's indicating that they need an interpreter.
If the court needed me, I am available up to 5:30, Your Honor. Unfortunately, that's the latest I could go.
Okay, so we have a gentleman, when you made the announcement, who's going to call in, and then I'm going to excuse you. Yes?
Okay.
Yes, sir. Can you please come to the podium? Can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
¿Me da su nombre completo, señor?
Mi nombre completo es Luis Manuel Zárate Flores.
My full name is Luis Manuel Zárate Flores. Fecha de nacimiento?
12/31 del 86.
12/31/86.
Thank you. You were here because you have a warrant from West Mesa Justice Court.
Tiene usted aquí una orden de arresto del Juzgado de Paz del Poniente de Mesa, que es West Mesa.
Due to the nature of the offense, you are not entitled to a court-appointed attorney.
Dada la naturaleza del ilícito, no tiene derecho a que se le nombre un abogado de oficio.
You will have an arraignment hearing on February 18th at 8:30.
Va a tener una vista incoautoria el 18 de febrero a las 8:30 de la mañana.
I am going to release you on your own recognizance today, but you do have to promise to appear for your court date.
Lo voy a dejar en libertad bajo palabra el día de hoy, pero tiene que dar fe que sí va a comparecer para su audiencia.
Okay.
Do you promise to appear for your court date?
¿Da fe que comparecerá a su audiencia?
Sí.
Yes.
And please be advised that if you fail to appear for your court date, a warrant will be issued for your arrest and bond will be imposed at your next hearing.
Se le advierte, señor, que si no comparece a su siguiente audiencia, se puede emitir una orden de aprehensión en su contra y se le fijaría una fianza.
Okay.
Do you
Okay.
understand?
¿Entiende eso, señor?
Sí, sí.
Yes, yes.
Okay. If you'll please step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork.
Si puede pasar a su izquierda, el alguacil tiene sus documentos, señor. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Lopez. You may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Marcus, will you please come Mr. Marcus, will you please come to the courtroom? And Mr. Herrera, if you will please have a seat in the chair. Hello, sir. Can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Chauncey Marcus,
And what is your date of birth?
7/9/84.
So you are here today because you have 4 matters. You have 1 warrant for failing to appear. You have 2 violations of probation, and then you have 1 new case. So I'm going to first address the warrants. On your first one, the warrant is for failing to appear. You already have an attorney representing you in this case. You will have a status conference hearing on February 6th at 8:30. That warrant had a secured appearance bond in the amount of $20,000. And then on your violation of probation, I did appoint an attorney to represent you in that matter. You will have a violation of probation, revocation, and possible disposition hearing on February 3rd at 8:30. That warrant had a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. And then your other violation of probation petition, I did appoint an attorney to represent you in that matter. You have, again, a probation, revocation, possible disposition hearing on February 3rd at 8:30. And you have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250 as to that one. And then as to your new case, you were charged with 1 count of burglary in the 3rd degree, a class 4 felony. I did find probable cause. I did appoint an attorney to represent you in that matter. You have a status conference hearing on February 3rd at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 5th at 8:30. Because you were on felony release at the time, I have to redo this order, it's not showing why. You were on felony release at the time that this alleged offense occurred. And so by statute, you are not eligible for bond today, and so you will have an evidentiary hearing on February 3rd at 1:30. So I would caution you against attempting to post bond on the matters that you are available for until you have your evidentiary hearing to find out if you will be eligible for bond. That takes care of everything that we have to do here today. If you will step to your left office, I will give you. Mr. Herrera, if you will please come to the podium, and Mr. Donovan Parra Ramon, if you will please have a seat in the chair. Sir, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Diego Lee Herrera, Your Honor.
And what is your date of birth?
03/03/1993.
You are here today on a new case. You were charged with 1 count of aggravated domestic violence, a class 5 felony. I did find probable cause to that offense. I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You will have a status conference hearing on February 3rd at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 5th at 8:30. You do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. If you are able to post bond, I'm sorry, I have to fix this one too, but I'm just noticing that my changes weren't saved. Okay, I've made the edit. And then just let me know if it's showing saved on your end. Okay. You do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. If you are able to post bond, you will be released to pretrial services with electronic monitoring. You cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime. You cannot initiate any contact with the alleged victims. You cannot possess any weapons. If you have an order of protection or an order against harassment, you must obey the terms of those orders. You may not have any contact with the victim for any reason. You may not reside at the same location as the alleged victim, even if you are the owner or renter of the residence. You are permitted 1 civil standby with law enforcement to allow you to retrieve your essential belongings. You are also cautioned that if you violate the no victim contact order in this case, that may constitute aggravated harassment, which is a Class 6 felony. That takes care of everything that we have to do here today. If you will step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork.
Done?
We're done. Did you have a question?
Yeah, is there any way I could get on pretrial services, Your Honor? Because I can't afford $5,000.
So
I don't even make enough. I make minimum wage.
here's the thing, just for you to understand where I went, how I got to the determination of what I did. It's the nature of the charge, and I did review information when I advised you at the beginning of the hearing that I made a probable cause finding of it. It's the severity of what has occurred that I believe that bond is appropriate. While I am sorry that you're not able to post bond, but I also have to look at, the safety of the victim, and the victim in this case has not made any statement, but what I've imposed here is guided by the statute. So I believe that in the interest of protecting the community and the victim, I believe a secured appearance bond is appropriate here.
Can I tell you something? She told me she lied and she was scared that she was going to go to jail.
I'm not going to even, that's what I appointed an attorney to represent you, and I told you what I read, and that's what I reviewed. So you will have an attorney representing you, and your attorney you can state whatever defenses you want to your attorney, and they will raise that for you, but just based on what I read, that's what I believe is the appropriate thing to do here today. And so I've explained to you why. I'm not changing it. If you will step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork. Mr. Ramon, if you will please come to the podium, and if Mr. Ogle will please have a seat in the chair. Hello, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Donovan Giovanni Parra, January 10, 2000.
You were here on two matters. One is a warrant for failing to appear for your hearing, and the other one, I believe you have two warrants for failing to appear for your court date.
Yeah.
So you already have an attorney appointed to represent you in these matters. You will have a status conference hearing on February 6th. I'm sorry, you have three matters. My apologies. You have one violation of probation and two warrants that were issued for failing to appear for your court date. As to your violation of probation, I did appoint an attorney to represent you in that matter. You will have a probation revocation possible disposition hearing on February 3rd at 8:30. You do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1250. I do note that you are in DOC custody. The bond will allow you to continue to accrue credit for your time being served, and you will be returned to DOC upon the completion of these matters. Then, as to your warrants for failing to appear, you have a bond on one of them in the amount of $35,000, and $5,000 as to the other warrant. You already have an attorney representing you in those matters as well. You will have a Ruby, this is odd. These are failures to appear. On number 29, but it has it set for an arraignment hearing. Okay. So I just need to re-sign the order. Is it going to be the same court date?
No.
Okay.
But I don't think it affects your signature.
Right, but I have to tell him the court date.
Okay.
So what they both, because number 28, the post-warrant hearing is on February 6th, with 29 be the same date.
Okay, I fixed it.
Okay, so what is the court date?
February 6th.
Okay, so on your 2 warrants for failing to appear, you will have a post-warrant status conference hearing on February 6th at 8:30. And again, as I advised you on the first matter, you will remain here in our custody until these matters are completed. Once they are completed, you'll be returned to DOC custody. That takes care of everything that we have to do here today. If you will step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork. Thank you. Mr. Ogle, will you please come into the courtroom? And Ms. Campa, if you will please have a seat in the chair. Okay, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Stephen Ogle, 5/15/84.
Thank you. You were here on 1 new matter and then 2 violations of probation. As to your 2 violations of probation, I did appoint an attorney to represent you in both matters. You will have a probation revocation possible disposition hearing on February 3rd at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $250 per case. If you then, as to your new case, you were charged with 1 count of theft or control of property, a Class 6 felony. I appointed an attorney to represent you in that matter. You will have a status conference hearing on February 3rd at 8:30, a preliminary hearing on February 5th at 8:30. You do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. So between the 3 cases, you have a secured appearance bond of $5,500. You do need to make sure that you contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. If you are able to post bond, you do need to make sure that you appear for your hearings. If you fail to appear, any bond posted will be forfeited, and you will be subject to bond again. That takes care of everything that we have to do here today. Yes.
Is there any way that I can ask to get my bond amount lowered? Because I take care of my dad. He has Alzheimer's. I take care of him. I was started up on probation. I was on IPS. I went down to standard probation within 2 months. I've been doing everything I was supposed to be doing, and
not everything, because you were charged with a new case, and you're not supposed to be having any contact with law enforcement.
I didn't.
Okay, so I'm not going to argue the facts of the
Yeah, I
case
know, that's
with
why I don't
you.
want to do
I just review the probable cause statement, and I make the findings that I make. And so based on what I reviewed, based on your history, I do believe that the bond that has been, that I've just advised you of is appropriate. So that's what the order is for today. If you will step to your left, the officer will give you.
Thank you.
Ms. Campa, will you please come into the courtroom? And Mr. Wittenberg, will you please have a seat in the chair? Ma'am, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Lacey Campa, date of birth is 8/26/92.
You were here for 2 matters. You have 1 violation of probation. You also are here on a new case. As to your violation of probation, I did appoint an attorney to represent you in that matter. You do have a non-witness violation hearing on February 3rd at 8:30. Your violation of probation had a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. And then as to your new case, you were charged with 1 count of false reporting to law enforcement, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause as to that matter. You do have, I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You do have an arraignment hearing on January 30th at 8:30. You do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50. It's really a placeholder bond since you're being held on your violation of probation. That makes sure that you get transported for this hearing. Your total bond between the two cases is $1,050. If you are able to post bond, you do need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. That takes care of everything that we have to do here today. If you will step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork.
I'm sorry, on both flyer, I have a hard time hearing you because it's really loud out there. You said I can postpone on both cases?
Yes.
So, $1,050 you said?
Total, it's the total.
Is that like 150 cash?
I'm not gonna, every bonding company is different. That's what I've understood. So you can contact a Bell's bondman and they'll tell you what their fees are and how they.
So there's no probation hold, technically. I could post bond and then reach my probation officer.
Yes, for your probation warrant, they ordered a bond in the amount of $1,000 secured appearance. So if you post that bond and then you post the $50 for your other case, you can be released.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Wittenberg, will you please come to the podium? And Ms. Ramirez, if you will please have a seat in the chair. Mr. Wittenberg, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Dante Wittenberg, 11-1801.
You were here for a violation of probation. I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You do have a probation revocation possible disposition hearing on February 3rd at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100. If you are able to post bond, you need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Make sure that you appear for your hearing. If you fail to appear for your hearing, any bond posted could be forfeited and another warrant would be issued for your arrest and you'd be subject to bond again, okay?
All right.
Thank you. If you'll step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork. Ms. Ramirez, will you please come into the courtroom? And Mr. Sanders, if you will please have a seat in the chair. Hello. Can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Destiny Ramirez, 07-22-2000.
You were here because you have 2 warrants for failing to appear for your court date. An attorney was already appointed to represent you in this matter. You will have a probation revocation possible disposition hearing on February 3rd at 8:30 for both matters. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $300 on one matter and $50 in the other. That's a total of $350 secured appearance bond. If you are able to post bond, you do need to contact your probation officer. Make sure that you do attend your court date. If you fail to appear for your court date, a warrant will be issued for your arrest. Any bond posted will be forfeited, and you will be subject to bond again. That takes care of everything that we can do here today. If you will step to your left, the officer will give you your paper. Mr. Sanders, if you will please come into the courtroom, and Ms. Wilson, if you will have a seat in the chair. Sir, can you please state your first and last name and your
Arnez Leon Sanders, September 9th, 1998.
You are here on a new case. You were charged with 1 count of possession of a dangerous drug, a class 4 felony, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia. I did find probable cause as to both counts. I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You have a status conference hearing on February 3rd at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 5th at 8:30. You do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. If you are able to post bond, you do need to make sure that you attend your court date. If you fail to attend your court date, any bond posted will be forfeited. Another warrant will be issued for your arrest and will be subject to bond again.
So I won't get out today?
If you can't post bond, you won't. I'm not releasing you.
Okay. All right.
Ms. Wilson, if you will please come into the courtroom. And Mr. Torres, if you will please have a seat in the chair. Ms. Wilson, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Selena Wilson, 6/25/1991.
And you are here because a warrant was issued when you failed to appear for your court date. An attorney was already appointed to represent you in this matter. You have a status conference hearing on February 3rd at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 5th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. If you are able to post bond, you need to make sure that you attend your court date. If you fail to appear for your court date, any bond posted will be forfeited. Another warrant will be issued for your arrest, and you will be subject to bond again. That takes care of everything that we have to do here. If you please step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork. Mr. Torres, will you please come into the courtroom?
Hello.
And Mr. Wong, if you'll please have a seat in the chair. Hello, sir. Can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Guillermo Manuel Torres, birthday is September 11th, 1983.
You were here on a new case. You were charged with one count of driving with a suspended or revoked license, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable causes to this offense. I did not appoint an attorney to you in this matter. Due to the nature of the offense, you are not entitled to appoint a court-appointed counsel. You do have an arraignment hearing on February 14th at 10 o'clock. I am inclined to release you on your own recognizance. You do have to promise to appear for your court date. Do you promise to appear?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you fail to appear for your court date, a warrant will be issued for your arrest and bond will likely be imposed. Do you understand?
Yes.
So if you'll step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wong, will you please come into the courtroom? And Mr. Cruz, will you please have a seat in the chair?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Hello, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Nicolo Edward Wong, November 16th, 1993.
Mr. Wong, you are here for 3 matters. You have 2 warrants and 1 new case. Both of your warrants are, well, first you're here on warrants out of West Mesa Justice Court and North Mesa Justice Court. On the North Mesa Justice Court, you're not entitled to a court-appointed attorney due to the nature of the offense. You do have an arraignment hearing on February 13th at 1 o'clock. I'm inclined to release you on your own recognizance, but you do have to promise to appear for your court date. Do you promise to appear?
Yes, Your Honor.
For your warrant out of West Mesa Justice Court, again, due to the nature of the charge, you're not entitled to a court-appointed attorney. You do have an arraignment hearing on February 18th at 8:30. Again, inclined to release you on your own recognizance. You do have to promise to appear for your court date. Do you promise to appear?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And then on your new case, as I told you, you were charged with probable cause. You have an arraignment hearing on February 12th at 9 o'clock. You're not entitled to a court-appointed attorney due to the nature of the offense. Again, I'm inclined to release you on your own recognizance, but you have to promise to appear.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, don't thank me just yet, because I want you to know that I am just giving you a chance. You have a warrant for the same offense for driving without a license.
I know.
So you need to take care of that, number 1. And number 2, if you come back here again for failing to appear for your court date, bond will be imposed on you and you will be looking at about $1,500 worth of bond. Do you have $1,500?
I don't want to get there, Your Honor.
So make sure you show up to court.
Thank you.
All right. If you'll step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork.
Thank you.
Mr. Cruz, will you please come to the... Mr. Cruz, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Jermaine Cruz, 05/22/1993.
You were here because you were charged with 1 count of assault with intent to injure and 1 count of disorderly conduct involving fighting. Both of those charges are Class 1 misdemeanors. I did find probable cause. I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You do have an arraignment hearing on February 12th at 1:30 or 1 o'clock. You have the following release conditions. Oh, this is not right. I have to change this one to Ruby. You are not to have any contact. You're not to have any contact with the victim or return to the scene of the alleged offense. If you are not to possess any weapons. If there are any orders of protections or orders against harassment, you must abide by those terms. You cannot have any contact with any of the victims for any reason. You also cannot reside in the same location as the alleged victim. Even if you are the owner or renter of the residence, you are permitted one simple standby with local law enforcement to assist you in retrieving your essential belongings. You are cautioned that if you fail to abide by the no contact order in this case, you could be charged with aggravated harassment, which is a Class 6 felony. You do have an arraignment hearing on February 12th at 1 o'clock. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance today. You do have to promise to appear for your court date. Do you promise to appear?
I promise.
And do you promise to abide by all the release conditions that I just went over with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you'll step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Mercado, if you'll please come into the courtroom. And Ms. Angelis, if you'll please have a seat in the chair. Mr. Mercado, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
My full name is Asher Joseph Mercado. My date of birth is 12/30/2004.
You were here on a new case. You were charged with one count of unlawful discharge of a firearm within a city limit, a Class 6 felony. I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You will have a status conference hearing on February 11th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 13th at 8:30. I am inclined to release you to pretrial services. But you do have to promise to appear for your court dates. Do you promise to appear for your court date?
Yes, ma'am, I promise.
You must abide by your release conditions, and the one that I'm highlighting with you is that you are not to possess any weapons. If you fail to comply with your release conditions or you fail to appear for your court date, a warrant can be issued for your arrest and a bond will likely be imposed. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So that takes care of everything that we have to do here today. If you will step to your left,
I just had a quick question. For the someone I guess to represent me, I can change that later on, if I want someone, or
you always have the right to hire your own attorney.
All right. I just want to know. All right, thank you.
Ms. Angelis, will you please come into the courtroom? And Ms. Coach, if you'll please have a seat in the chair. And can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Jennifer Angelis, 11/18/98.
You are here because you have a warrant out of North Mesa Justice Court. Due to the nature of the offense, you are not entitled to a court-appointed attorney. You do have an arraignment hearing on February 13th at 1 o'clock. I am inclined to release you on your own recognizance today. You do have to promise to appear for your court date. Do you promise to appear?
You are.
If you fail to appear for your court date, another warrant will be issued for your arrest and a bond will likely be imposed. So if you will step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork. Ms. Coates or Ms. Cote, if you will please come into the courtroom. Ma'am, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Mary Cody. My date of birth is February 16th, 2006.
You are here because you are a fugitive of justice. I believe you have a warrant out of the state of California.
Huh? I don't have a warrant out of
Florida.
California.
I said that wrong. It's Florida.
Okay.
I misstated. I'm sorry. Sorry. So you have a warrant out of the state of Florida. As a fugitive of justice, you have a right to an extradition hearing. You would be entitled to bond. Typically, you would be, but in your instance, you are not, based on, I believe that it's a violation of probation out of Florida. If you choose to go request an extradition hearing, that requires a warrant to be signed by both the governor here in Arizona and the governor in Florida. That process can take between 60 and 90 days. Once that process is complete, Florida would be notified that you were ready to pick up. If you don't have any local charges pending. You can waive the extradition hearing. A bond would not be applicable either way. But if you choose to waive an extradition hearing, Florida would have 30 days from tomorrow to come and pick you up. But that's only if you don't have any local charges pending. I'm not sure what you would like to do today. Did you have an opportunity to review the paperwork regarding your rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you know how you would like to proceed today?
I would like to do the 30-day.
So in order to do that, you would have to waive rights. And so I'm going to ask you some questions just to confirm those things, okay?
All right.
So I'm confirming that you did review the waiver of extradition paperwork, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that you do not have to sign the paperwork?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have the right to an extradition hearing?
Yes.
You have to answer yes that way.
Yes.
You understand that you have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understand that you have the right to demand that a governor's warrant be signed by the governor both here, Arizona, and in Florida?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have, you understand that due to the nature of your warrant that you are not entitled to bonds. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you wish to give up the rights as described and sign the paperwork?
Yes.
Has anybody threatened you or promised you anything to get you to sign the paperwork?
No.
Have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication within the last 24 hours?
No.
I find that you have knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily are signing the waiver, and I'm going to also sign it. I'm also directing the Sheriff's Office to notify the requesting state that you are ready for return. The requesting state will have up to 30 days from tomorrow to pick you up unless there are local charges pending. If there are local charges pending, the 30 days will not start until the conclusion of that case. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, we're going to have you step forward to sign off on the paperwork. I signed it.
For some reason, it's not showing your signature.
Okay. All right. I will sign it again because it's okay. Is it showing now?
Yes.
Okay. For Oscar Maldonado, the house call, do we know why he is the house call? No, I know, but I'm just asking about him. That's the one I'm going to do first. I'm just asking for the reason because I need to put it on the record. I just need to know the reason for the house call because I have to put it on the record. Okay. So that's for both of them. One is bizarre behavior, the other one is disruptive. Okay. Oscar Maldonado, date of birth, August 6, 1999, is here on a new case. He is not able to participate in person because of bizarre behavior. He was charged with one count of obstruction by refusing to give true name, a Class 2 misdemeanor. Due to the nature of the offense, he is not entitled to a court-appointed attorney. He will have an arraignment hearing on February 13th at 8:30, and the court will release him on his own recognizance. I will be meeting with him virtually. If any changes are needed, I will do so either on the record or in writing. Alejandro Higuera, date of birth, March 22nd, 1994, is also here on a new case. He is not present in person because he is not following directions. He is here. He was charged with one count of DUI, liquor, drugs, vapor, or a combination. Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause as to those counts. I did appoint an attorney to represent him. He will have a arraignment hearing on February 11th at 1:30. The court is inclined to release him on his own recognizance. I will meet with him virtually. If there are any changes needed, I will do so either on the record or in writing. This concludes the 5 p.m. calendar, and we stand in recess until 8 p.m., and then we're going to do the tablet to do.
What the what? Man, I need to stop hitting the wrong button. Anyhow, hey, thank you guys for tuning in. The next one's going to be Pima County. That'll be in 1 hour and 14 minutes and counting. I'll go ahead and leave the stream up just in case you guys want to hang around. If not, then just go ahead and tune back in at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, California time, if you will. All right. So on that one, I will participate. That one, I will be on that one. I've just, I've been having some other stuff I got to take care around the house. So I'm pretty much done already. I'm caught up. So that'll give me some free time to be able to jump on and go on with my crazy antics, if you will. Anyhow, I am Collect Call James. You are watching You Have a Collect Call From. And like I say around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it lights out. And with that, we are out. A rato. That's what I'm working on right now, the sink. So the sink I was working on, it's a double sink. So I that first day I had replaced one of them, and then I've been working on mine for the last few days. I've been gradually, getting it done. And right now, the other day when I had finished it up, the where you plug in the hose, it ended up getting worn out. It was a plastic hose connection. I'm not sure exactly what the terminology is, but so it ended up getting all jacked up, and it wouldn't screw on correctly. So I had to go buy a new connection. I cut that one off and put a new one on right now, and then I was running into some issues, but we prevailed. So the only thing I need to do now is right now what I'm gonna finish up is add some silicone around the sink, and man, let it dry, and we'll be good to go. And there'll be another battle around here to fix. Anyhow, hey, thank you for asking Jim's 2K. Things are always breaking down, so I'm not the handy type, but there is YouTube, so where there's a will, there's a way. Anyhow, what the hell that they're coming back? What the what? Maybe it's a false alarm. Anyhow, I'll go ahead and be back, all right? You guys have a good one. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, we're waiting on the commissioner.
Don't go run away. Judge is here to talk to you still. The judge is here to talk to you still. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. I got the mic on.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
To the interpreter and to the officer, we're waiting on the commissioner. She will be back.
Okay. Give me a minute.
Hello, is the interpreter able to hear the court okay?
Yes, I can hear you, yes. Can I come up, sir? Can you hear?
Can you hear?
Can I come up and hear? All right, let's open up so maybe try to have that paying attention, but let's open up.
Mr. Higuera, this is Commissioner Dyer.
Okay. Hola.
All right.
¿Me escucha?
You were here today because you were charged with 1 count of DUI, a class 1 misdemeanor.
Hola, ¿me escucha?
Is the interpreter not able to hear the court?
I can hear you. Is the
Yes, I just need for you to repeat what I'm saying. He's participating by iPad.
He's also got, come to the door.
Me presento, mi nombre es Adrián, yo soy su intérprete, por motivo perdón, yo interpreto todo lo que diga, se me toma en confidencia. Muy bien. Está aquí que doy porque presenta cargos de un cargo de manejo bajo la influencia de alcohol, cual es un crimen menor de clase 1.
I did appoint an attorney to... Okay, sir, you're talking while I'm talking. For the deputy, I'm just talking and then the interpreter is interpreting. So we both can't be talking at the same time.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so, sir, I did find probable cause as to the offense.
Okay. Se revisó el caso probable en cuanto a la ofensa.
I did appoint an attorney to represent you.
Se ha asignado un abogado a representarle.
You will have an arraignment hearing on February 11th at 1:30.
Tendrá usted una audiencia de lectura de derechos o de cargos en febrero 11 a la 1:30.
I am going to release you on your own recognizance today.
Se le va a liberar bajo su propia responsabilidad el día de hoy.
You do have to appear for your court date.
Si tiene que presentarse para su fecha de tribunal.
If you fail to appear for your court date, a warrant will be issued for your arrest and a bond will be imposed.
Si usted falta presentarse a su fecha de tribunal, una orden será presentada para su arresto y una fianza será impuesta.
That takes care of everything that we have to do here today.
Bueno, eso se hace cargo de todo lo que necesitamos el día de hoy.
The officer will give you your paperwork.
El oficial le dará su papeleo.
Thank you.
Gracias.
And Mr. Interpreter, you may be excused.
Abre usted.
Go ahead over to holding cell 9 now. The judge here. This is date report.
Hello? Yes, Amber. Wait, is she leaving?
Nope, she's still there.
Is she coming back, the nurse?
She'll come back. No, you still there?
Okay, are we ready?
Yep, I'm at holding cell 9 with Oscar Maldonado.
Thank you. Mr. Maldonado, you are here on a new case. You were charged with one count of obstruction, refusal to give true name, a class 2 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause. An attorney was not appointed to you because due to the nature of the charge, you're not entitled to a court-appointed attorney. You do have an arraignment hearing on February 13th at 8:30. I am releasing you on your own recognizance. Please be advised that if you fail to appear for your court date, a warrant will be issued for your arrest and a bond will likely be imposed. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that takes care of everything that we have to do here today. If the officer will give you your paperwork. This concludes. So we're concluded. Thank you.
Hello, hello.
All right, so Mr. Duarte, it looks like you have a case in city court. It was a warrant that the jail found for a criminal trespass drug paraphernalia charge from December 9th of 2024. I'm going to quash the warrant. I'm going to release you on this case. I see you're in custody on another matter. Your next court date is going to be in city court, March 21st, 2025 at 9 a.m., and I'll let them know that you're currently in custody. Thank you. You're excused.
Damn, that was fast. Next, how is everybody doing today? Welcome to a new episode of You Have a Collect Call From. We're going to be coming to you live and direct from Piedmont County, Arizona, 6 p.m. court. California time, 7 p.m. MST time. I'm finishing up right now. Bam, let's go.
Your mom? Yes. All right, man.
What is your full name, please?
Tracy Eugene McCoy.
Mr. McCoy, it looks like you have new charges of domestic violence, criminal trespass, domestic violence, criminal damage, and domestic violence interfering with judicial proceeding charge. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. Looks like you already have a bond on another case, another domestic violence case. So in this case, I'll just set a $500 bond just so you can be getting jail credit. Appoint the city public defender's office. You'll see a judge in city court February 5th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. And thank you. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon.
Next, he's going to get one of these tonight. Wah, flush one, or drop one, flush one. Hey, Jim's 2K, welcome. We got Mama Bear, we got Amber. Who else do we got in here? Let me see. We got Jen's Den, Stephanie Little. We got Big Blue, David Lopez. Hopefully David's in here. We got Katie, Eli H. Hey, gracias. Hey, good looking out, George. I highly appreciate that. We got Kimberly.
What is your full name, please?
Zoe Vandeker.
Vandeker, looks like you had a warrant for your arrest at a justice court. It was for some sort of assault charge. I am going to quash a warrant. I'm going to release you on this case because I see you're in custody on a felony matter. Your next court date is going to be in justice court February 26, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. And I'll let justice court know that you're currently in custody. Thank you. You're excused.
Thank you.
All right, we got Elizabeth, Mama Bear's waiting for a lollipop. We got Adam B. What's up, Adam B? We got Kayla, Cassandra, Maribel Vasquez. Let's see who we got. Oh, let's see who we got over here on TikTok. We got Nez. Who else do we got? We got I Live for Today, Not Tomorrow. Hey, we got Kimberly SD1. Let's see who else do we got. Hopefully I don't miss anybody here. We got George. If you ain't tapping, you must be napping. That's right, George. Gracias for reminding me also. Hey, what's up, Nevada? Hold on, Nevaya. I'm not going to... Nevia. That's it. I think that's it. I think I got it. Let me see. Hey, thank you, Nez, for the comments. Highly appreciate. Semi Homemade. Welcome to You Have a Collect Call From. And what do you think this gentleman's here for?
What is your full name, please?
Eric Vinny.
Mr. Denny, it looks like the jail found 5 cases in warrant status for your arrest out of city court for various charges involving 1 case involved resisting arrest soliciting, 1 case involved criminal trespass, false reporting. You have a 3rd case for criminal trespass, a 4th case for criminal trespass, and a 5th case for criminal trespass. I am going to quash those warrants. I'm going to release you because I see you're in custody on another matter. Your next court date is going to be in city court, March 21st, 2025 at 9 a.m. And I'll let city court know that you're currently in custody on another case. You are excused, sir. Thank you.
Hey, Cassandra P, man, highly appreciate those $6.99 Canadian smackaroonies, loonies and toonies. Highly appreciate it. And if you're from Canada, you might not know what I'm talking about.
Gail, is Amanda Rios still in the hospital or no?
What's a loony and what's a toonie?
Well, is there a public defender around? I'll just... Are you okay with continuing this case, or do you want to waive her presence?
I think we're okay continuing it.
Okay, I'll continue her felony case to tomorrow morning. Thank you.
Thank you. Your Honor?
Yes.
Pulling out all the stops today.
Is currently sent out to the hospital as well.
A loony.
I'm sorry, which person?
Fly on the wall.
She is Sonia. She's under 2 intelligence.
Oh, she's down on Sonia Diaz. Okay.
Hey, but yeah, thank you. I highly appreciate that. Their donations are not required, but highly appreciate
And defense counsel, what do you want to do on Sonia Diaz's case?
We can't waive her presence, Your Honor, because her absence isn't voluntary.
Oh, wait, wait, I'm sorry. Where did they say she was? She was refusing to appear or what?
Yeah, she's hospital. She's at the hospital.
Sonia Diaz. Okay.
Okay. Sonia Diaz. She might not be going home soon.
Well,
Hey,
so defense counsel, what's your position?
Well, Your Honor, it looks like the state's recommending release to pretrial services. I don't know whether I can waive her presence or not, but if she'd be inclined to be, if she'd be released, I wouldn't see why that would be a problem. But she's eligible for smart court, so I don't know if she needs to consent to that.
Well, if the defense is not willing to waive her initial appearing, what's the argument, county attorney?
Is this live?
Her absence is not voluntary because she's in the hospital. So it's not a situation where she's voluntarily refusing court. There's case law on this that she would basically have to be IA'd within 24 hours of release from the hospital. So we can't just simply say, well, her appearance is waived because she again, her lack of appearance isn't a voluntary situation. She's in a medical type of situation. So we would have to continue the IA until she's released from the hospital.
So wait, you're okay with continuing the matter to tomorrow morning, right?
Yes, absolutely. That was my position. I wanted to make it clear. We can't just say, well, we waive her presence and release her to pretrial.
Oh, no, I wasn't planning to do that. I was just going to continue her matter to tomorrow morning. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Thank you, defense counsel.
This is going to be Pima County. Hey, thank you, Snowy. And this is Arizona. And yes, it is live and direct. What? Court at nighttime? I never seen court at nighttime.
What is your full name, please?
Dominguez.
Thank you. You look like you're charged with domestic violence criminal damage. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. I will release you. Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence. Make sure you appear for your all court dates. Your next court date's in Sahuarita Municipal Court, February 18th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. If you don't appear, a warrant could issue for your arrest, and a new charge of failing to appear in court could be filed against you. You do have a right to be present at all future dates, but if you don't appear, a warrant could issue. You're excused. Thank you.
You said February 18th?
Don't know what I said. Let's see.
It's going to be Pima.
February 18th at 8:30. Thank you.
8:30. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
She got a DV. Man, I never thought I would say this, but I miss Judge Hazel.
What is your full name, please?
Melanie Foster.
What's your middle name?
Orlando.
Looks like you're charged with false reporting to law enforcement. So I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. I am going to give you an opportunity to be released and appear on your own in Justice Court, February 26th at 8:30 a.m. Make sure you appear. If you do not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You know, you do have a right to appear at all future court dates, but you've got to make sure you appear in court. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
What up, KC? Hey.
Wait, Ms. Foster, I'm sorry, jail. She's got one more case. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Sorry. Looks like you had a failure to remain at an accident scene case that's been pending since April 10th of 2018.
What?
You live in the Tucson area. Is that correct, Ms. Foster?
I do.
All right.
I don't report to them, but
hold on. You've got to show up for court to resolve this case. It's very old.
I will.
Case. It's what? How many years is this? 5, 6, 7 years old. So make sure you appear this time. If not, another warrant's going to issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
I do. I will be there.
Please, thank you.
Not another warrant. Hey, NGP. Hey, thank you. Highly appreciate that. $13.99 Canadian dollars. Man, what's up? Getting that Canada love from up north, way up
What is
north.
your full name, please?
Johnson.
Looks like you had a warrant for your arrest out of Ajo Justice Court. Was for a shoplifting case from June 16, 2024. I'm going to quash the warrant. I'm going to give you a chance to appear and be released. Looks like you have a felony hold on you. I'm still going to release you on this case. Your next court date in Ajo Justice Court is going to be February 11th, 2025 at 9 a.m. And I'll let Ajo know that you're currently in custody on another matter, so they know where you're at.
This kid
You're
can't even
excused.
see.
Thank you.
Like, what's up with this
All
kid?
right,
He
so
can't
what
even
does that
see.
mean?
Ajo will know that you're currently in custody, and your next court date's February 11th at 9 a.m.
So I'm gonna be in jail, right?
Yep, you're still in jail on your felony case. Thank you.
Oh, okay, cool.
So this one can't even see. It's like he has blinders on his face. And why is his hand so dirty?
Have a seat
Super
out there.
dirty. Hey, what's up, Pug Mom? Buenos dias, road trip ready, Scotty.
What is your full name, please?
Brooke Jeffrey Kleinsmith.
The Kleinsman, looks like you had a warrant for your arrest out of Marana Municipal Court. It was for a drug paraphernalia case from June 1st of 2024. I'm going to quash the warrant. I'm going to release you. Hold on a moment. I got to get a court date.
Hey, this looks like this dude kind of looks like Encino Man. Like straight up prehistoric. Like he was
Your
frozen
next court
in
date is
time.
going to be February 26, 2025 at 10 a.m. in Marana City Court. Make sure you appear. If you do not, a warrant could issue for your arrest again. And then you also had cases out of city court. You had 3 cases.
That one needs a fish
Hold on a
kit. He
second.
might need like 3 fish
One
kits.
case involved criminal trespass, drug paraphernalia. A second case involved drug paraphernalia. And then you had a domestic violence, criminal damage, domestic violence, disorderly conduct from August 23rd of 2021. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. Mr. Kleinsmith, I'm barely going to release you. You've got to make sure you show up in city court to resolve these cases. So make sure you appear March 3rd, 2025 at 2:00 p.m. If you don't appear, sir, more warrants will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
I understand.
You're excused. Thank you.
Okay.
She's letting everybody go. It's overcrowded. Damn, what's up with these dudes having some dirty ass hands? Give them a bar of soap, man. As soon as they walk in this place, super dirty. Like they're mechanics without a job. Hey, what's up,
What is
Lynn?
your full name, sir?
Robert, New York.
All right. So looks like you're charged with domestic violence assault. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. All right. So I'm going to give you a chance to be released. But if I release you, you cannot contact the victim in this case, your mother. Do you understand?
Oh, bad.
Yeah, I just don't know how to get home.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
how to
don't
get
know,
home.
but you can't have contact with her. So as long as you're not having contact with her, just don't do that. February 26, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. is your next court date in Justice Court. If you don't appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right, you're excused.
I'm
Thank you.
embarrassed for him. That's pathetic. Like, how dare you beat your mom and then you don't know how to get home? Come on, my boy. Straight trash.
What is your full name, please?
It's
like the jail found a warrant for your arrest. It's for a drug paraphernalia charge out of Tucson City Court. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you on this case only. Your next court date in city courts, March 21st, 2025 at 9 a.m. And I'll let city court know that you're currently in custody on a superior court matter. You're excused. Thank you.
Let that go. Let that boy go home, man. Look, he has his hair combed, coming presentable, clean hands, clean fingertips. Next.
What is your full name, please?
Renee Peterson.
Do you have a middle name?
Dominique.
Okay, and how do you spell that?
DOMONIQUE.
All right, let me see. I'm going to have you spell it again. Spell it again?
Of course, it's DOMONIQUE.
Okay. Looks like you're charged with domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I will release you. Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence. Your next court date is going to be February 28th at 9 a.m. in city court. If you do not appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Ma'am.
You're excused. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Iriska, hey man, Iriska, that was below the belt. Iriska said that's a 5-head right there. She got a 5-head. Oh man, OMG.
What is your full name, sir?
Christopher James Schwenk.
Mr. Schwenk, looks like you have several warrants for your arrest out of city court on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cases in warrant status for charges involving drug paraphernalia, shoplifting, disorderly conduct, criminal trespass. I am going to quash those warrants, enter pleas of not guilty. Set your bond at $1,000. Appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. Your next court date in city court is going to be February 4th, 2025 at 1:45 p.m. You are excused.
Why do I have to have a bond?
It's $1,000.
Yeah, for anything. I have no family.
All right, talk to your attorney about it. Thank you.
Next.
What is your full name, please? Looks like you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cases in warrant status at a city court for charges involving criminal trespass, shoplifting, disorderly conduct. I'm going to enter pleas of not bond set at $1,000. I'll appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. Your next court date is going to be in city court on, let's see, February 4th, 2025 at 1:45 p.m. And your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, blessed for life. Gracias. Hey, if you're not tapping, you must be napping. If you're napping, hopefully it's because you were clapping. Thank you for the follow. Highly appreciate it. It's free 99. Doesn't cost you a thing. Don't be a Scrooge McDuck. Don't be Mr. Krabby Patty. Nobody likes Mr. Krabby Patty. Hit that follow button. It's free 99. Doesn't cost you anything. Don't be a tight ass. Don't be a codo. Hit that follow. Free 99. Hey, thank you, Road Trip. Highly appreciate that. Y gracias a ti. You know what I'm saying? Just hit the follow. You just gotta go right there. Boom. And that's it. Follow. It's done. Doesn't cost you anything. Don't act like you're popping out your wallet and you're at the strip joint dropping them dollar bills. It's not even like that. What's up? Hook me up. Hook me up. Was at my door. You know what I'm saying? Hey, she's clearing out the whole jail today. Everybody, you get out. You get out. You get out. Free, free, free. We're all free. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car, we all get a car. Make it rain, help support the stream. You know what I'm talking about? Shoot it. Shoot it. Can you make these lives hilarious? You know what? Hey, that's what I'm here for. You know, hey, we gotta make the best of it, of the situation it is. You know, they're down on their luck, and we gotta kick them while they're down. You know. No, but in all seriousness, you know, like, you know, with the whole epidemic right now with Feria and all, man, it's a sad situation. You know, the things that people go through, not having nowhere to live, and you know, being hooked on those substances. You know, hopefully they're able to straighten out their lives, and you know, get right before it's too late. Because you know, all it takes is that one hit, and bam, the one hitter quitter, and you're gonna be pushing up daisies. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And that's my public announcement for the day. And let me get back to the hilariousness. And with that being said, tap, 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 tap. Hey, Stud Life, gracias. Highly appreciate that follow. That's what I'm talking about right there. You know, hey, share, you know, sharing is caring. You know, come on, what's up? What's up with this? Why is he holding his ear?
What is your full name, please?
Joshua Robles.
Oh, this
Mr. Robles, looks like you have a warrant for your arrest at a justice court. 4 of them. One for shoplifting from November 1st, 2022. A shoplifting drug paraphernalia from May 4th, 2023. Shoplifting criminal trespass from May 24th, 2023. And then a shoplifting from October 30th of 2023. So, Mr. Robles, you're living in a home or on the streets?
I'm in the street.
You've been living on the streets?
Yes.
All right. So are you able to remember to come to court if I release you?
Remember?
Yes, I am.
He doesn't even know what day he's living in.
I'm going to release you on all 4 cases. Your next court date is going to be February 28th at 1:30 p.m. Make sure you appear in justice court. You'll get a paperwork giving you the court date, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
You know what? If one thing that I could send a message out to anybody, don't do it. Don't do it. Put that pipa down. Don't do it. It's all bad. If you that's exactly why I never did none of that stuff, because I would see people like that on the street. I'm like, nah, I can't do that. It's an expensive habit, and I refuse to lose like that. Hell no. can't, won't. It's all bad right there. I don't know what people going through. You know, they go through things in their life and they can't handle it, and they gotta resort to those
Your Honor,
type
I
of
think we're doing
activities. But
Rodriguez
man,
next because Kenton needs to be called down from housing.
catch me on a stream with a dirty face and dirty toenails. No, thank you, sir. He's gonna fall asleep, probably.
Is this the Spanish speaker, Your Honor?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
What is your name? Is it Penton, you said?
Tomorrow, don't
Or we're
say
doing
that.
No, we're going to Rodriguez.
Oh, okay.
We're skipping
All right. What is your full name, sir?
Diga su nombre completo, señor.
José Alejandro Rodríguez Estrella.
José Alejandro Rodríguez Estrella.
You are charged with 1 count of being a prohibited possessor of a firearm.
Se le ha presentado un cargo de ser poseedor un arma de fuego prohibido.
I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty.
Voy a sentarle una declaración de no culpable de su parte.
I need to let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent and to be represented by an attorney.
Necesito avisarle que tiene el derecho constitucional de tener un abogado y de guardar silencio.
Your attorney is seated next to you.
Su abogado está sentado a un lado de usted.
I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I'll hear from your attorney.
Bueno, primero voy a escuchar de parte de la fiscalía que recomiendan en cuanto a la fianza y luego voy a escuchar de parte del abogado defensor.
You do have immigration hold on you.
Lo está pidiendo inmigración.
Prosecutor?
Diga, fiscal.
Your Honor, requesting $10,000 cash secured. He says to pretrial he's been here for 9 years, but told law enforcement he's here on a tourist visa. And based on the ability to be deported, a bond is necessary to secure his appearance.
Señoría, estamos pidiendo una fianza de $10,000. Él dice que ha estado aquí por 9 años en una visa de turista, pero le dijo a los agentes del orden público, pero también él dice que él ha estado aquí por visa y debido a que está sujeto a la deportación, necesitamos una fianza para asegurar eso.
Defense counsel?
Señor abogado defensor.
Your Honor, we're not objecting to a bond, given the ICE hold.
Oh, he ain't going nowhere. He can't even bond
Señoría,
out.
no nos estamos oponiendo a una fianza debido a que lo está pidiendo inmigración.
It's a wrap.
However, I don't believe a $10,000 bond is necessary. He has no felony or misdemeanor priors, 1 on both scales. No active NVCA flag. This is considered a non-violent offense.
Un momento, please. Sin embargo, pensamos que la fianza es demasiado, debe ser más baja, porque él no tiene antecedentes penales ni tampoco a delitos mayores. Además, la calificación de la evaluación está bastante baja. Go ahead.
You ain't going nowhere.
And so we'd be asking for no more than a $2,500 bond.
Entonces pedimos no más que una fianza de $2,500.
Mr. Rodriguez Estrella, your bond set at $5,000.
Señor Rodríguez Estrella, su fianza está programada en $5,000.
Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you.
Se le nombra a la oficina del defensor público para que lo represente.
You are not allowed to possess any firearms or weapons.
Se le prohíbe de poseer o portar armas de fuego ni otras armas.
Your preliminary hearing is set February 6, 2025 at 1:30 p.m.
Su audiencia preliminar está programada para el 6 de febrero 2025 a las 2 de la tarde, a las 1:30 de la tarde.
You also have a misdemeanor DUI charge from last night.
Chingators, what?
También tiene un delito menor de manejando bajo la influencia que ocurrió anoche.
I'm going to set your bond at $500.
Para ese caso, la fianza será $500.
The City Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you.
Y se le nombra la fiscalía del tribunal municipal, para que lo represente allí en ese caso.
Your next hearing date in City Court is going to be February 4th, 2025 at 1:45 p.m.
Su siguiente audiencia con el Tribunal Municipal de Tucson está programada para el 4 de febrero 2025 a la 1:45 de la tarde.
Your attorneys will be in touch with you. Thank you.
Tus abogados tendrán contacto con usted. Es todo, gracias.
Gracias.
He
Thank
ain't
you.
going nowhere. Hey,
I
thank you,
may
Snow.
interpret
Highly
be excused,
appreciate
Your
it.
Honor.
Hey, you know what? Hey,
Do we
so
need a Spanish interpreter?
I want to thank you guys.
No, Your Honor.
We got over
Thank you. Yes,
600
you're-
subscribers on the new
Thank you. Good
account,
night.
and I got live access on that account. So we were
Your
going
Honor,
down
this is the
under.
jail.
Yes.
We're good.
I just want to let you know as well that Diaz Sonia is currently at the hospital.
Okay. Yeah, we continued her tomorrow morning.
Yeah, they changed it. Yeah, it's 600 now.
Okay.
Yeah. So they were.
Oh.
So some of you guys haven't followed you guys back because I guess you could only follow a certain amount of people per day, and I exceeded that limit yesterday. So I'll go ahead and get on as soon as my restriction gets lifted. I'll go ahead and follow everybody that followed me yesterday that I didn't get around to doing it. I got you. Man, it's about time. Hey, Snow, before when I was doing those streams before with Live Studio, it was way better. The setup was way better, but every time we would go live, TikTok would be hating on a essay. I don't know why. Yeah, you could only follow like I think like 200 people per day. After that, it won't let you follow anymore after 24 hours.
What is
These
your
are live.
name, sir? Mr. Panton, it looks like the jail had found a warrant for your arrest at a justice court. It was for a shoplifting case from July 27th of 2024. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you on that case. February 26, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. is your next court date in justice court. You also picked up new charges in city court. You have new charges of criminal trespass in a first degree and drug paraphernalia charge. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. And this case allegedly occurred today. Hold on a second.
Well, good thing I haven't had that problem yet, Nana. I didn't know that you could only get 10,000 followers per day, but I think the most I've ever got is maybe
You also
about.
had a separate case for criminal trespass in a third degree from January 14th, 2025. And then you have a consuming alcohol in public from January 14th, 2025.
I think so.
I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your cases, all your charges. And the Mr. Penton, do not go back to 1718 South Van Buren Street. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Stay away from that house and anyone else's house that you do not have permission to be there. I need to let you know on the new charges, you do have I've entered pleas of not guilty. You do have a right to be at all future hearing dates. If you don't appear, warrants could issue for your arrest, and new charges of failing to appear could be added to your case. Let's say in your cases you had bench trials or trials in your cases, and you did not appear for your sentencing. If you don't appear for your sentencing for 90 days, then you will forever waive your right to appeal your case to a higher court. Your next court date is going to be in city court, February 26, 2025 at 9 a.m. If you don't appear, warrants will issue for your arrest. You are excused, sir. Thank you.
This is Pima County. Yep, he's handcuffed. They hooked him and booked him.
Blaisdell.
Next. What's up,
What is your full
KC?
name, please?
James Blaisdell.
You're charged with unlawful flight from a law enforcement officer. It's a class 5 felony. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. Let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. The prosecutor in this case is okay with your release to the supervision of pretrial services. I am going to follow that recommendation. Release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitored treatment as directed by pretrial services. While you're on release status, sir, you're not allowed to drink any alcohol. Don't drink any illegal drugs. Do not drive without a valid license. The public defender's office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set February 18th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Mr. Blaisdell, you also had a misdemeanor DUI charge as a result of this stop. It's a misdemeanor charge. I'm gonna enter plea of not guilty, release you, don't drive without a valid license, don't drink any alcohol or take any illegal drugs. Your next court date in Marana City Court is going to be February 26, 2025 at 10 a.m. If you don't appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You are excused. Thank you.
Yeah, so for anybody that's asking, this is live. This is live and direct from Pima County, Arizona. And as far as what she said, I have no idea. I wasn't paying attention. Let me see. Hey, Charles, thank you for the follow. Highly appreciated. Hey, and please, por favor, tap, because if you're not tapping, you must be napping. Also, if you haven't done so, hit that follow button. It's free 99. Doesn't cost you a red cent. Don't be a Mr. Krabby Patties.
Rico.
Don't be a Uncle Scrooge. You know, everybody say Scrooge McDuck. Hey, Sunflower, thank you for the follow.
What is your full name, please? You were arrested for charges involving unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. The state has made a decision at this time to dismiss your case without prejudice. This means that you'll be released from custody today or tonight. There's a possibility the state could refile this case at some later point. If you receive a summons in a mail to appear, it may be because this case was refiled. For now, it's dismissed and you're released. Thank you.
Your Honor, she has a probation hold. Yeah, I have a probation violation, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Oh, believe me, you don't have to apologize to me.
Not today.
Yeah.
Well, she could have gone home. Yeah, so these are these streams are accessible by the public.
She will be staying until
Arizona is one of those states that makes it really easy to have access. Court at 6 p.m. Not only at 6 p.m., they also have it at 8 p.m., 10 p.m., 5 a.m., 7 a.m. I know all the times already.
I've ever made.
What is your full name, please, sir?
All the time.
Dylan Edward Henderson, ma'am.
You are charged with aggravated assault involving a dangerous instrument, aggravated assault involving temporary but substantial disfigurement charges. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I need to let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Goodman.
What's that mean?
Are you able to hear me, Judge?
Yes.
In this case, it's alleged he hit the victim in the head with a metal bottle, which required 2 to 3 staples. He's pending a DV involving the same victim. He hasn't been in Tucson for too long, I believe only 4 months. He's got ties to the East Coast. So the state believes the requested $25,000 bond is appropriate based on the nature of the offense, the pending DV involving the same victim, and the lack of community ties. Defense counsel.
Your Honor, we're asking for a lower bond than the $25,000. Hold on 1 second.
Drop one, flush one. What a bottle. Hey, you ain't going nowhere, buddy.
Your Honor, he is homeless and unemployed, so he doesn't have the means to make anywhere near a $25,000 bond. I know the state's concerns with this out-of-state connections. However, he has indicated to me those are his parents, and he plans on going there after he resolves these cases to have a more sober lifestyle. He is pending the Tucson City Court case, which is from October, but he does not have a warrant, so he's been showing up. So it doesn't look like he's going to run from any of his obligations as he's previously shown the court.
Oh,
he doesn't have an active NVCA flag. And we'd be asking for no more than a $7,500.
Mr. Henderson, your bond set at $15,000 plus release to pretrial services if you're able to post that bond.
Might as well be
you
a
are
million.
not allowed to have any contact with this victim. Do not call her. Do not see her. Do not text her, email her. If you were to get out of custody, you cannot go to where she lives or works. Possess no firearms or weapons. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set February 6th at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you.
Next. Hey, what's up, ICEMAN? Chill. And next guest on The Price is Wrong. Let's see what's behind door number 2 tonight. Hey, what's up, Deborah? Is this live now? Why, yes, it is. Indeed, it is. And we're coming to you live and direct from Pima County, Arizona. Hey, thank you, Apple user, for the follow. Highly appreciated. You're a real one.
What is your full name, please?
Philip Simon.
Mr. Simon, you have 2 separate felony cases. One's a new charge of unlawful possession of a dangerous drug. I'm an inner plea of not guilty. You also had a felony warrant for your arrest for charges involving burglary in the 3rd degree, theft of means of transportation, unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. The alleged incident dates were from August 11th, 2023. I'm going to quash that warrant, inner pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right on both cases to remain silent and to be represented by an attorney. You do have an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendations, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Goodman.
Your Honor, on the warrant case, we're asking the court to impose the bond set by Superior Court. He was previously released, didn't contact pretrials as instructed, and was in warrant status for more than a year since the warrant issued in October of 2023. And as it relates to the new dangerous drug charge, we're asking for $1,000 with pretrial in lieu of no bond, along with a smart court hearing date as well.
Defense counsel?
Your Honor, so I spoke with Mr. Simon about what the terms of pretrial services are. This was a long time ago, as the state pointed out, so we rediscussed what the actual obligations are. He was under the impression he called one time and that met his requirements. So we really discussed at length what he needs to be doing. He does now have a job at the gem show. He has housing he's staying at through them. He has a phone, so he can use the phone to contact pretrial. He has a car. He understands his obligations. He doesn't have any felony priors at almost 50 years old, Your Honor. So given that the new case is a personal possession drug case, we'd be asking you to give him another chance on pretrial services.
Mr. Simon, on your warrant case, your bond set at $3,000. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victims or go back to any of the incident locations. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your arraignment date is set for February 3rd at 1:30 p.m. On the new case, your bond is set at $1,000. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your first hearing is called a SMART hearing on February 3rd at 9 a.m. Your preliminary hearing is set February 6th at 1:30 p.m. And your attorney will be in touch with you soon. You also had a misdemeanor case. It was a warrant out of city court for criminal trespass in a 3rd degree and a
he's pretty busy for a 50-year-old.
Cause damage to a vehicle. I'm an inner pleas of not guilty. Release you on the misdemeanor case only. Your next court date's March 21st, 2025 at 9 a.m. in city court. You are excused. Thank you.
If he doesn't have back problems, he's going to have back problems now. Sorry, Pedro, no tortilla. Vayas con Dios.
Burrell.
All right. Let's see what's coming up next. Oh, damn. Look what the cat drug in today.
What is your full name, please?
Ian Ferris Sorrell.
You're charged with 2 counts of domestic violence, disorderly conduct with a weapon. I'm an inner pleas of not guilty. I need to let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Goodman.
You can hear me okay, Judge?
Yes.
Your Honor, we're requesting a high bond of $50,000 with pretrial services. He's got a felony prior conviction for similar conduct, felony DV, disorderly conduct. He's on misdemeanor DV probation right now. And it's very disturbing that he would go to the house, at least for the allegations, stab his mother's door, cut things up. And his minor brother, I believe, was also, quote, I don't know what it means in the interim complaint by accidentally, but based on the circumstances, it's pretty egregious. The high bond's warranted.
Defense counsel.
1, 2,
Your Honor,
3.
we do not believe that high of a bond is warranted. I understand the state's concerns. However, he is verified homeless and unemployed, so he's not going to be able to meet anywhere near that type of bond. Additionally, we're talking about 2 DV disorderly conducts, which are class 6 felonies. The investigator could have charged it as an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, which would be a more serious offense, but given the facts in the case, they chose not to. So I don't believe the high bond is appropriate given those circumstances, and we'd be asking for no more than $10,000.
Mrs. Sorrell, your bond's $10,000. No contact with your mom. Don't go back to where she lives. Don't call her. Don't text her. Don't see her. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set February 6th at 1:30 p.m. You also had several misdemeanor cases. You have new charges involving the same incident for criminal trespass in the first degree, domestic violence, disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, drug paraphernalia possession. And then you had criminal trespass in the first degree, resisting arrest. And that was from January 24th, 2025. You had a disorderly conduct from January 15th, 2025. And then you had a petition to revoke your probation that's been pending in 1, 2, 3 other cases in city court. Your bond in city court set at $2,000. City Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your next court date in city court is going to be February 5th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. You are excused. Thank you. Your attorney will be in touch.
Hey, you know what? I need to slow down before these hobos cancel me. Imagine they start looking for me and I have like a wild pack of 5 hobos tracking me down. I don't want no problems.
No.
Like little Scrappy. I gotta slow down over here. I'm having way too much fun. Walking like the night of dead, like the night of the Walking Dead. Many of them do. Hey, thank you, Chris. Thank you for the follow.
What is
Next
your full name, please?
on the Price is Wrong.
Oh, it's Wayne Tiger.
Tiger, Wayne, Thomas. Okay.
I think I might.
How do you spell your middle name?
DWAINE.
All right. Looks like you had a warrant for your arrest out of Maricopa County. It was for unlawful possession of narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. The alleged incident date was from February 16th of 2024. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty, quashed a warrant. They were asking for a $500 bond, maybe? Yeah, $500 bond. Defense counsel.
Watch them fight for
One moment, Your Honor.
Hey, you guys need to stop encouraging me.
Can I get out?
My wife's
My
wife's been telling me.
Your
you guys are out
Honor,
of
we're
control.
asking that you release him to pretrial services. It looks like he was never previously arrested on this incident. The summons that they sent was a return to sender because he is homeless. So we asked to give him a chance to handle these charges. Doesn't look like he's had that opportunity. And release him to pretrial services.
Mr. Tiger, I'm barely going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. So you got to get up to Maricopa County, appear there to resolve that case. I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. It's your responsibility to make an appearance in Maricopa County soon. Do you
That
understand?
ain't gonna make it to Maricopa
Yes, ma'am.
County. Come
You
on
also
now.
had 2 cases, misdemeanor warrants for your arrest out of city court. One case involved being in the park after hours. The other one involved criminal trespass in the 3rd degree and drug paraphernalia. The alleged incident date was from July 31st, 2024. I'm going to quash those warrants. I'm going to release you, sir, give you a chance to appear on your own in city court, February 26th, 2025 at 2:00 p.m. Make sure you appear this time. If you don't, more warrants will issue for your arrest.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, we're in Pima County
And
right
all
now.
the attorneys are excused. Thank you.
We got Maricopa
Thanks,
starting
Your Honor.
in,
Have a good night.
Your Honor.
13 minutes. Oh, they're shutting us down. Damn, they got us. Anyhow, hey, so I'll stick around for the next 13 minutes while we wait for the new stream to start up. We're gonna be heading on over to Maricopa County. Oh man, hey, hey, they say laughing is good for the soul, man, and I definitely these last over a week or so, I've been having some good laughs. Unfortunately, it's been due to other people's misfortune, but once again, I had nothing to do with that. I didn't cause them to go down the road they went down to, so I don't feel that bad. Anyways, let me see. Turner writes, she's releasing everyone. Little Mama Bruja wrote, okay, cool. Let me see. He's gonna go on the run, writes Frank. That's right. Let me see. 20 Moonstone 10. Hey, thank you. Hey, Heartbroken Forever. Gracias. Highly appreciate the follow. Hey, you're a real one. It's free 99. I didn't even have to tell you for you to follow. You knew. Hey, Angel Cheek 7. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Let me see. NorCal, that road must not had a super cuts. Lexi RN writes, he's dipping, not coming to court. Hell yeah, he's not coming. Hey, Chris, thank you. Highly appreciate the follow. Richard, thank you for the follow. And thank you for the heart. Let me ask you guys something, because I really don't know what, I see these hearts and stuff. Like right now, Debs, you send a heart. What does that mean? Like, can you guys game me up on TikTok? Because I'm not TikTok savvy. I'm not sure. Hey, thank you, NorCal. Highly appreciate that. I just started using TikTok. It hasn't even been a year that I've had this account. So prior to that, I didn't really mess around with social media like that. Like I would watch streams on YouTube and whatnot. But so I'm this is like a whole different world. That's a whole different world to me. Let me see. Debs, morning member of your team. I still don't get it. What? Money? Sure, I like money. Gracias. It's a gift. All right. Thank you. Appreciate gifts equal money. Damn, I just cha-ching. I see it in my eyes right now. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Let me see. Nikki writes, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and show James some love. Gracias. Hey, yeehaw. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Man. Hey, man, thank you guys. Really, really appreciate it. For those of you that are on the TT side that haven't checked out my my YT site, it's right here. Just type that into the YT site, and you'll see all the other type of videos and whatnot that I put over there. I know I get on these court hearings, and I'm running amok and and cracking jokes and whatnot, but there is a serious side to the channel. Where I do interview individuals that are either incarcerated, that have been incarcerated in the California Department of Corrections for a long stretch of time, or are formerly incarcerated. I've been fortunate enough to record two releases. And if you guys want to see what I'm talking about, if you go to my profile here on TT, it'll be one of the first 3 videos is pinned up at the top. It has 1.5 million views, and prior to me putting that video up, I had maybe 11 followers. When I put that video up, it went crazy, and it ended up netting me a few thousand followers. So once that video hit, man, I got hooked. I've been what is it called? I've been uploading videos and doing these lives, whenever I have a few moments. Now I read viral, and according to what I read online, you have to hit at least, I think it's 5 million views within, I don't know if it's a week or 2. So now it did good. I mean, don't get me wrong, for it being one of my first videos, it went really well, but I haven't been able to hit anything like that again. Is court over? Yeah, court is over right now. We're waiting for the next court. It's about to start in 9 minutes. I'll switch over to the next screen in the next moment or two. I was just entertaining you guys. So to try to retain you guys, while we wait to transition over to the new stream. We're gonna be going over to Maricopa County, which is also located in Arizona. They run their court. That place. So Pima was the one that we were just watching right now. Thank you, Lex. Pima runs their court in the morning. They run it at 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. California time. And then Maricopa County, they run it 8 times in a 24-hour period. So that's why I'm always constantly on, every other, every 2 hours, because they're always having some hearings. So if you guys are wondering like what my schedule is, it's just all over the place. You know, whenever I have some time, I'll run over to the computer, jump on for a little bit, do my thing, and then get off. You know, it's like I gotta get my quick fix. Like those guys. The only thing is that you know, what I'm doing is not I'm not shooting anything into my veins or putting anything in my nose. You know, it's all right here. Getting high off the cyberness. Didn't realize they had court so late. Hey, you know what? So Trip Nicole, they have. Hey, Robin, thank you. I'm here to tap and watch the live. Highly appreciate it. That's right. Tap, tap, tap. If you're not tapping, you must be napping. Unless you're clapping. If you're clapping, then that's what's up. Hell yeah, do your thing, player. But what do you call it? So in Arizona, if you ever get arrested in Arizona, I'm gonna tell you, even if it's on a holiday, you're gonna go to court. If you get busted on the Lord's Day, which is Sunday, you're gonna go to court because they have court every single day of the year. It doesn't matter what day it is. They even have court on your birthday. What do you think about that? Let me see right here. Wouldn't last a second in me. Let me see. Lex Race. I get excited when you come on, man. Hey, man, that definitely puts a smile on my face. Let me see. Andrea writes crazy. But yeah, my wife's like, man, like, why you so happy? Like, you've been walking around here all happy. I was like, man, shit, did you know how many followers we got today? She'd be like, how many? She'd be like, damn. She was like, I don't know anybody that has 17,000 followers. I was like, man, like, you know, hey, once we hit like 100,000, 1 million, that's when we're talking. But you know, for it being my like first social media account, man, I'm wagging my tail over here. Let me see over here. Here in Florida, it's only weekday and in the mornings at the jail. Yeah, I came across a Florida stream today. So I didn't watch it, but it seemed interesting. Let me see. You would go to court in 24 hours here in AZ. Damn, that's what's. Well, I mean, that's cool. You don't have to sit in jail because I'm originally from LA, and in LA, if you get busted on Friday, you're not gonna go to court till Monday or Tuesday. So right now we're just waiting for the new stream to start up. The new stream is about to start here in 5 minutes or so. I'm about to switch on over. Are you from AZ? Nah, I'm born and raised. I'm from LA. I grew up till like I was there till like I was like 30. Is there ICE court? Nah, that would be an interesting one to see now. But all federal cases, they don't have any camera access. That's why I'm not sure if you ever noticed on the news whenever they talk about like federal cases, they draw the people. Like they'll have like a sketch artist drawing the picture. Like you'll never see like a live video from a federal court. Let me see. Bruja Road. That's crazy. Not until Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, in LA. Yeah, I remember, man, a few times that. But we're talking about over, like this was like the last time I caught my case was maybe like 2001. So that's over like 24 years ago. And you definitely didn't want to get popped on the weekend or a holiday. 3 days weekends. Let me see. Robbins, is there live court in South Carolina? That's a good question. I'm not even sure. I'm but maybe when I have a chance, I'll try to look it up. You know, there's just like my day, I'm always like doing research, looking for this, looking for that, or I'm streaming this, I'm streaming that, or I'm running with my daughter. So if anybody knows of any course that offer like easy access to streaming, shoot it on this way. As long as they don't prohibit like it being recorded or streaming it, I'll put it up. Because I have found other courts like in Colorado, they have easy access, but it says on there like prohibited to stream. So I'm not trying to get myself. I'm definitely not trying to end up in court myself over something like that. So, you know, I respect the court's wishes. Let me see here. I'm trying to let me see what's up with the website. Okay, cool. We're back in the game. I'm gonna go ahead and get Maricopa ready, so like that we don't miss out on nothing. I'll get it back on the screen here. Oh, perfect timing. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Woo. Talk about, man, I'm gonna go play a scratcher right now. See, let me just give me a moment. I'm gonna adjust the screen over here for the people that are over here on YT. And if just to let you guys know that for those of you that are on TT, I know the visuals are not the greatest, and I have it like that for a reason. I'm not gonna get into the details of why I have it like that for the TT side. But if you do jump over to the YT side, I'll tell you this: the visual is way better. It's way better over there, and I also got the chat from TT on there, so you're not gonna miss out on the comments and stuff that that are posted up. You might, if you have two devices, or if you got a TV, log in on YT on your TV, and then do TT on your yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I hate the ads, man. I hate it. What's YT? Yeah. Yeah, 100% Bonnie. Let me see. I forgot I was at work. What? Hopefully you're not an RN, because the patients might need you. They might get a code blue. You know what I'm saying? Or a code white, or a code gray. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Hey, thank you. Highly appreciate that. I got the little, what is that? A black hole? Gene Gators. Lane County, Oregon allows live streaming of certain cases. What? Let me take a picture of this information. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that, Tara, for sharing that knowledge right there. Really appreciate you guys. Let's see. Bam. There we go. Can you do North Dakota or Minnesota? I do. Hey, you know what? Thank you for reminding me. I got in Minnesota, I got some border parole hearings tomorrow in Minnesota. So I'm going to be streaming that on probably on both platforms, for sure, on YT, on TT. I'll be probably going in and out. What made you do this? You know what? I like watching those shows, you know, like those like Unsolved Mysteries, America's Most Wanted, Dateline, NBC. So I'm intrigued by those type of shows, or Lockdown, and all those shows like that. So I've been wanting to. I've been thinking about for years to do something on YouTube, and I just never knew what to do. And a lot of my friends, they've been been in and out of the system for the last 30 years. So it was natural, to be able to get people to conversate with me on the phone. So it started off with that, and here we are now. It's just progression. I'm doing things that you guys find interesting, and based on the numbers, you guys like these court cases. So that's why I'm here. That's why I come in here. That's why I come on here today. Easily, I've been on streaming since 6. I started at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I think I stopped like at 10. So from 10 to 6, that was 4 hours. Then I took a break to get stuff done around my house, and I'm back again at 6 p.m. So I'm probably gonna be on for at least another hour. So man, I've already wasted. It's like I got a part-time on this social media. It ain't easy. Let me see. That'd be a cool drawing. Let me see. All right, let me see. Go through the messages right here. Nice. You got a galaxy. What does the galaxy mean? We're in Minnesota. I gotta watch. I'm not sure what prison it is. I gotta look it up. What's the name? It's the same one. So you see right here where it says all socials at CollectCallFrom. You type that in on Google, or you could go to my profile. Just go to my profile. I got all my links. I make it really easy. You don't gotta like fish around. You just go to my profile. It has all my information right there. If not, just type in at CollectCallFrom. All rise. Hey, listen to the time and day they're gonna say. So like that, for those of you that don't think this is like real and this is pre-recorded, you're gonna hear it right here first. The judge is gonna say what time it is. I work at the federal prisons and walk crazy stuff. I could imagine TikTok T, the last 48. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just the girl with the man, poor girl. Did you repost it? Let me move my let me move this up a little bit here.
This is the time slot for the 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar for January 27th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA samples and fingerprints made on the first of this month will apply to all matters on this calendar. I'm going to be calling each of you up to the podium one by one. Well, I will ask you for your first and last name, your date of birth. I will then tell you what you are here for, whether or not an attorney has been appointed to you, what your upcoming court dates are, what your bond is if you are eligible for bond, and what your release conditions are. Some of you may have questions. Will you please hold your questions until I finish advising you of all of these things. So at this time, I will call Sarah Campos Garcia to the podium, and Ryan Yazzie, if you will please have a seat in the chair. Hello, ma'am. Can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Sarah Campos, 12/10/79.
You are here because you have a warrant for failing to appear for a court date, and then you have a new case by virtue of a grand jury warrant. So I'll first advise you your warrant. A warrant was issued when you failed to appear for a hearing. You were already appointed an attorney in that matter. You will have a status conference hearing on February 6th at 8:30. That warrant had a secured appearance bond in the amount of $7,500. The grand jury warrant charged you with unlawful use of means of transportation, a Class 5 felony, alleged to have occurred on October 1st of 2023. I did appoint an attorney to represent you in that matter. You will have an arraignment hearing on February 4th at 8:30. At the time that the alleged offense for this matter occurred, you were on felony release. So by statute, you are not eligible for bond today. I did set an evidentiary hearing for you for February 4th at 1:30 to address that issue.
Okay.
And so I would caution you from attempting to pay bond in the other matter until you figure out what's going on in the new case.
So don't pay it until?
Because you still are being held without bond on the other.
Okay.
Okay, so just wait until you figure out what's going on with that one.
Okay.
But if at some point in time it turns out that you are eligible for bond on all your cases, you do need to make sure that you appear for your court dates. If you fail to appear for your court dates, any bond posted would be forfeited, another warrant would be issued, and you'd be subject to bond again.
Okay.
So that takes care of everything that we can do here this evening. If you will step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork.
So, Rain, to answer your question, I did stream the parole board
Mr.
hearings
Yazzie,
today.
if you will please come to the podium, and Mr. Oleiro, if you will please have a seat in the chair.
But I didn't make any comments, so it's a stream but without me.
Oh, sir, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Ryan Yazzie, 8/31/83.
You are here today because you have a new case. You were charged with one count of aggravated assault, a Class 2 felony, and one count of preventing or interfering with using the telephone to contact emergency services, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause as to both counts. I did appoint an attorney to represent you in this matter. You will have a status conference hearing on February 3rd at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 5th at 8:30. You do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000. If you are able to post bond, you will be released to pretrial services with an ankle monitor, where you cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime. You cannot initiate any contact with the alleged victims. You cannot possess any weapons. If there are any orders of protection or orders against harassment that have been issued, you must obey the terms of those orders. You may not have any contact with the victim for any reason, even if they contact you first. You also may not reside at the same location as the alleged victim, even if you are the owner or renter of the residence. You are permitted one civil standby with law enforcement to help you collect your essential belongings. You are also cautioned that if you fail to comply with the no contact with the victim order in this case, you could be charged with aggravated harassment, which is a Class 6 felony. That takes care of everything that we can do here today. If you will step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork.
Hey, so the reason the person sits on the chair is because, so like that, they know their
Mr.
next.
Oleiro, if you will please come to the podium, and Valerie Cervantes, if you will please have a seat in the chair.
So they're just playing musical chairs right there. One gets up, the other one goes up.
Hello, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Isaiah Oleiro, 05/11/2000.
You are here on a new case. You were charged with one count of burglary in the first degree, a Class 2 felony, another count of burglary in the first degree, a Class 2 felony, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or instrument, a Class 3 felony, and disorderly conduct with a weapon or instrument, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause as to all of those counts. I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You will have a status conference hearing on February 3rd at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 5th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. If you are able to post bond, you'll be released to pretrial services with electronic monitoring. You cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime, initiate any contact with the alleged victim, and you cannot have any contact with your co-defendant. If you are able to post bond, it is important that you attend your court dates. If you fail to appear for your court dates, any bond posted would be forfeited, another warrant would be issued for your arrest, and you'd be subject to bond again. That takes care of everything that we can do here today. If you will step to your left, the officer will hand you your paperwork.
I'm gonna have
So
to
am I
get.
able to get a bondsman for tonight or no?
They have the information back there regarding bail bondsmen, so you can contact them and see.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
I'm gonna have to give him a 3 stars
Mr. Cervantes, if you will please come to the podium.
on the
And
GTO
Mr.
Richter
Deno,
scale.
if you will please have a seat in the chair.
2 stars short of a 5 star.
Can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Valerie Cervantes, April 8, 1998.
You were here because you have a warrant out of Apache County. I did appoint an attorney to represent you in this matter. You will have an arraignment hearing on January 30th at 8:30, and your warrant had a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500. If you are able to post bond, you need to attend your hearing. If you fail to attend your hearing, another warrant will be issued for your arrest and bond will be imposed again.
I have a question. I have this paper here that says, does my warrant say if it's for missing court?
Your warrant says that it is for larceny, a charge of larceny.
Grand theft larceny?
That's what the warrant says. It just says, I don't have grand theft, we just have larceny.
Is it for Pinal County?
GTL. Grand theft larceny.
So, because it says right here that unless I prove that
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the
Next.
warrant attached to this. It's not her. It's a different name.
So this is unless.
So hold on, ma'am. So I just noticed an error in this, so I'm gonna have you go back. We're gonna try to sort this out. I'll call you back when we know what's going on. Okay?
What?
Thank you.
Error. What do you
The
mean?
warrant in here is for
You're supposed to be ready. You're supposed to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. What up with that?
What I was
Ma'am, you're
looking
not
for,
getting out
because we have a
next.
case number, it looks like for here,
Poor girl.
but the warrant was not attached.
The next court is gonna be at in 2 hours and 51 minutes, 10 p.m. California time, Pacific Standard Time. It's nasty in there, writes Martin. It's nasty, nasty smell. Hey, woo, road trip, Scotty.
So,
Highly
Mr.
appreciate
Ganu, if
that.
you'll please come
Making
into the
it
courtroom.
rain. Man, oh man, now I know what it feels like being a worker at the strip joint, or an exotic dancer, as one who likes to be called nowadays.
Sir, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
John Edgar, 1974.
Thank you. You were here because the warrant that we were discussing is actually your warrant.
Can you speak a little louder, please, ma'am?
The warrant, do you need assistance with because we have something that'll help you hear if you have a trouble hearing?
Yeah, I'm half deaf.
Can we get him the hearing device?
She's getting something, a miracle. Vicky, thank you for the follow, Andrea. I'm glad I made you laugh, and Andrew.
Can you hand him the hearing device?
Sharing the live. Trouble hearing. Dang. Hey, that's what happens when you play your music when you're young. The hearing doesn't come back. Terminator. Selective hearing. I wouldn't want to hear her either. What? What did you say? Come again? Hey, what's up, Rosie? Thank you for the share.
Okay, sir, you were here because you have a warrant out of Apache County. Are you able to hear me okay now?
What's that?
Are you able to hear me better?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a warrant out of Apache County. I did appoint an attorney to represent you in this matter. You have an arraignment hearing on January 30th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500. If you are able to post bond, it is important that you appear for your hearing. Any bond posted will be forfeited. Another warrant would be issued for your arrest, and you'd be subject to bond again. That takes care of everything that we are here for today. If you will step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork.
Is there any way I can get a PR bond?
This is not my warrant. This is out of, I have to just affirm the warrant.
All right. Thank you.
Mr. Bills, if you will please come to the podium.
Next up on The Price is Wrong. What kind of charges is he gonna have? I don't know, but we're about to find out. If you guys want to guess.
Sir, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Alex Bills, 11591.
You are here on 3 matters, all involving a violation of probation. I did appoint an attorney to represent you in this matter. I have a probation revocation possible disposition hearing on February 3rd at 8:30. On one of your violations, you have a secured appearance bond of $550. The other one is $1,250, and the last one is $550. So your total secured appearance bond is, I think it's $2250 between all 3 of your cases. If you are able to post bond, you do need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Make sure you appear for your court dates. If you fail to appear, any bond posted would be forfeited. A warrant would be issued for your arrest, and you'd be subject to bond again.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
He's not a he's a frequent flyer. He knows what time it is.
Mr. Rojas, if you will please come to the podium, and Mr. Lucas, you will have a seat in the chair.
Damn, he came on.
Hello, sir. Can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Vicente Rojas, 01/07/1998.
Thank you. You are here today for a violation of probation. I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You will have a probation revocation and possible disposition hearing on February 3rd at 8:30. You do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. If you are able to post bond, you do need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. Make sure you attend your hearing. If you fail to attend your hearing, any bond posted will be forfeited. Another warrant would be issued for your arrest, and you would be subject to bond again. So that takes care of everything that we can do here this evening. If you will step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork. Thank you.
I have to rearrange some stuff. So
Mr. Womack, will you please come to the podium? And Ms. Martin, if you will please have a seat in the chair.
So you guys can see the shower shoes right there.
Vicky DeLucia?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to skip over her. I'm so sorry. Mr. Womack, if you have a seat in the chair, thank you. Can you please state your first and last name and your
Vicky
date of birth?
DeLuca, 10/7/91.
You were here because a warrant was issued when you failed to appear for a court date. An attorney was already appointed to you in this matter. You will have a status conference hearing on February 3rd at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 5th at 8:30. Are you in DOC custody?
I came from Pima County, but they dropped the charges, so I don't.
The audio went out. Come on, man. What's up with you guys over there at Maricopa County messing up the audio and all of that? Yeah, I'm not sure why it went out, but hopefully it comes back in right now. It just went silent. You guys could hear me, right? I see my my voice meter moving over here, so I'm not sure what's going on over there. That is weird. And what's up with you guys over here? Let me check. Yeah, the volume is on. Yeah, they turned up the mic. Oh, yeah, they turned up the microphone for some reason. Oh, I don't know. Well, I guess I gotta entertain you now since the microphone went out. Where is everybody tuning in from today? If you guys don't mind sharing, is everybody from the U.S. or do we got people from outside the U.S.? I'm curious to know. Tell her turn it on. I can't hear her. She better get us that listening device. We got West Virginia, Ohio, Indiana, Colorado, Tucson, California, AZ, MA, AZ, Ontario, Canada, Iowa, Boston, Phoenix, East Side, Los Angeles, Duarte, California, the UK, woo, Pittsburgh. I'm not sure what the hell is going on. I'm gonna refresh the screen to make sure it's not something over here on this side with this screen here, because, man, we're missing out on the goodness over here. Let me see here. Let me see. The volume is all the way up. Yep, it's all the way up. Let me see here. Close it really quick. Let me see. Open it back up. See if that fixes the issue. I'm pretty sure it's on their side that the issue. Yup. It didn't come back. Let me see right here. We got Chris coming in from the TDCJ. That's right. The Texas Department of. Hold on. Is that? Yeah, the Texas Department of Corrections, right? Let me see. It's on their end. Yeah, I'm 30 minutes away from Pittsburgh, damn it. We got Minnesota represent Priscilla La Vida, California. We got Sacktown. We got Florida, Arizona, VA, Yuma, Arizona, Denver, Colorado, the UK, the United Kingdom. I've been out there once or twice. Pittsburgh. All right. Got Louisiana. That's right. Ohio, Phoenix East Side. Let me get this down. Tucson, Arizona. Oh, yeah. Hey, thank you for that road trip right there. I got something on the screen, but I don't know what it is. But thank you. Highly appreciate it. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not sure what the hell's going on with this audio. Nothing's coming in on my end. You know what? They messed it up. You know, I'm going to double check if it is. I'm going to play something else. Check if the sound comes through. If the sound does come through, then it means that it's them over there. I'm opening up one of my videos from earlier on to check if we could hear the audio. Oh, man, I was on fire too. How dare they? They straight threw a wrench in me right now. North Carolina. They charge $2.99 a subscription. They muted all of us. They just said that's enough. Imagine the judges over there watching us and reading the comments. Like what? Like what's really going on? Let me see here. All right, so yeah, it's their audio. I just played a video. You guys were able to hear that right now, right? And that was judges be on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's their audio. I don't know what they did to it. Damn, and I wanted to hear this girl. What the? You remember this was the girl that there was an issue with her thing. So she was like, hold up. Let me see. Yeah, she turned. Hey, thank you. Highly appreciate that corazón right there. Priscilla La Vida. Gracias a ti. Damn, judge. Yup. I want to know too, man. I'm too invested in that right now to back away. I'm hoping they turn it back on. They figure out that there's an issue. Oh, man. What are they telling her? Are they telling her she could go home? It was a mistake. I was looking at the wrong case. Hello, judge, unmute us. Let us in. Let us back in. Messing everything all up over here. How dare you? Why she gotta do us like that? I think she didn't like when we were talking about her cough. That she's sick. That she's spreading all the germs around the whole court system. Hello, judge, unmute us. What if it's for her protection or it wouldn't be? It just because, well, they weren't even like, I mean, I would understand if it was for the protection of the other person, but for this individual, I mean, it's already, we're already in a different one. And plus, I've heard some pretty way out cases here. I mean, look at the girl with the 5 dogs. You know what I'm saying? If they didn't protect that girl's identity, why would they protect this one's? Right? How many of you have seen the video of the 5 dogs? Hey, Roxanne, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. Oh, I see. I'm calling the judge me. I got to see that. It's like I think like the second or third video that I posted up. Hey, check it out. You also got to check out the hobo. I did. Skull Pirate. Hey, what did you think about it? What did you? That's nuts, right? Hey, I couldn't believe it. Man, I definitely wasn't ready for that. For what I heard on that video there, and they didn't give too many details, so my imagination was running wild. The stream on the other end is muted. Now that's what. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yep. Yeah. They muted it over there. I don't know why, but I guess it's just me then. You guys got me. Crazy. When I do, I'm gonna say I have a collect call from. That's nuts. Ay. Let me see. She's a creator, maybe. Maybe she's like, man, I'm gonna take this guy's thunder, man. He's doing too much. I'm gonna stop him while he's muy caliente. He's on fire. I'm gonna go to a different court. There is no different court. This is it. This is it right here. I don't know. Like I've been looking for other courts in Arizona that stream like the way Maricopa does. I haven't been able to find any. If you guys know of any other courts that stream like all day long, like the schedule that Maricopa has, shoot it through. What is it? Send me a DM. Laughing out loud on TikTok. Go to. I wish. Yeah. There is no other. I haven't been able to find any other videos. Just here, right? 5 dogs was crazy, yo. Is what I meant on the TikTok. She got caught. Damn. Anyhow. Damn, man. Look at the face. She's asking. They're talking. And she's like, wait, what? But I didn't do nothing. That wasn't me. And the judge is like, young lady, you walk away. You walk out of here, or you're going to regret it. I'm going to hold you in contempt of court. But, ma'am, I didn't do it. It's not me. It wasn't me. Oh, fine. I'm going to get out of here. All right. So I guess I gotta start adding my twist to it here. They ruined it. They definitely did. What if you do another city? I don't know any other cities. I mean, if I knew any other cities, then I'll be more than happy to jump on it right now. But Arizona, I'm telling you, it's 24/7, all day, every day. Hello, judge, you wrong charge. Damn. You see, do San Diego or LA? San Diego or LA, they don't do live streamings of their course like they do. I'll tag you. She's big on here. Okay, shoot it. Send it on over. That's weird because what the hell? I heard that. Oh, there it is.
Mr. Bahati, if you will please come into the courtroom, and Mr. Walker, if you will please have a seat in the chair.
Damn, why did she mute it? Now I'm really my little wheels
Sir,
my little light bulb's going off right now.
Name and your date of birth.
Ajit Bahati.
And what's your date of birth?
May 1st, 2003.
Thank you. You are here for a probation violation.
Send it.
I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You have a probation revocation possible disposition hearing on February 3rd at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. If you're able to post bond, you do need to contact your probation officer. You need to make sure that you appear for your court date. If you fail to appear for your court date, any bond posted would be forfeited. Another warrant would be issued for your arrest, and another bond would be imposed. So that takes care of everything that we have to do here this evening. If you will step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork. Thank you.
I have a question on this one. She has to go to North County report that it says St. Louis.
Did we not attach the right one?
I'm checking on Ohio right now. Ohio doesn't run their parole board hearings that often. I'm checking, and sometimes their website's down. I know there's supposed to be one sometime next month, but yeah, their website's not working right now.
Do I have to sign the order again?
So I'm gonna have to.
Okay, well, just let me know when you're ready. Okay. Mr. Walker, can you please come into the courtroom? Mr. Walker, will you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Curtis Walker, 6/21/82.
You are here because you have 2 violations of probation. I did appoint an attorney to represent you in both matters. You do have a probation revocation possible disposition hearing on February 3rd at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250 in one matter and $350 in the other, or $300 in the other. So your total secured appearance is $550. If you're able to post bond, you need to make sure you contact your probation officer that you appear for your court date. If you fail to appear for your court date, any bond posted will be forfeited. A warrant will be issued for your arrest, and more bond would be imposed. That takes care of everything that we can do here today. So if you'll step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Verdugo, okay, so Ms. Verdugo, if you will please come into the courtroom. Do you have to open it back up?
Yeah, I have to, it's not ready.
Okay. Ms. Verdugo, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Stephanie Verdugo, April 24, 2000.
You are here on a new case. You were charged with 1 count of possession of a dangerous drug, a class 4 felony, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, a class 6 felony. I did find probable cause as to both counts. I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You will have a status conference hearing on February 11th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 13th at 8:30. I'm inclined to release you to pretrial services without bond. You do have to promise to appear for those court dates. Do you promise to appear?
Yes.
So if you fail to comply with your release conditions or you fail to appear for your court dates, a warrant will be issued for your arrest and bond would likely be imposed. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So if you'll step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork. Thank you. Mr. Kendrick, will you please come into the courtroom? And Ms. Gallegos, will you please have a seat in the chair?
I hate the ads too, Casey. I definitely feel your pain.
Mr. Kendrick, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Trenton Kendrick, 03/21/2000.
You are here on a new case. You were charged with 2 counts of burglary in the first degree, class 2 felony. I did find probable causes to those counts. I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You will have a status conference hearing on February 11th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 13th at 8:30. I'm inclined to release you to pretrial services with electronic monitoring. You cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime, initiate any contact with the alleged victim, and you cannot have any contact with the co-defendant. You do have to promise to appear for your court date. Do you promise to appear?
Yeah, what day did you say it was again?
February 11th for your status conference hearing and February 13th for your preliminary hearing. The paperwork will be given to you. So you do promise to appear?
Yeah.
Please be advised that if you fail to comply with your release conditions or you fail to appear for your court date, a warrant will be issued for your arrest and a bond will likely be imposed. Do you understand?
Yep.
Okay, if you'll step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork.
Is that in Harris County? Is that in Texas? It's not Judge. It's not that guy with the funny bow tie that he was wearing. Bow
Ms.
tie.
Gallegos, will you please
Fletcher,
come
right?
into the courtroom, and Mr. Chufal, if you'll please have a seat in the chair. Hi, Ms. Gallegos, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Tiffany Gallegos, 7688.
You were here on a new case. You were charged with 1 count of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a class 4 felony. I did find probable cause to that count. I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You do have a status conference hearing on February 11th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 13th at 8:30. I am inclined to release you to pretrial services. At this time, do you promise to appear for your court date?
Yes, ma'am.
Nice
You do need
week.
to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. If you fail to appear for your court date, a warrant will be issued for your arrest and a bond will likely be imposed. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you will step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork.
Thank you.
Mr. Tufal, if you will please come into the courtroom, and Ms. Flores, if you will please have a seat in the chair.
Hey, Tita, thank you for the share. Highly appreciate it.
The chair.
What the what?
The podium, you just walk past the podium.
Sorry.
Can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Max Teufel,
What's your date of birth?
August 1st, 1983.
You were here on a new case. You were charged with 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony, and 1 count of criminal trespass, a class 3 misdemeanor. I did find probable causes to both counts. I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You will have a status conference hearing on February 11th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 13th at 8:30. I'm inclined to release you on your own recognizance today.
Okay.
But you do have to promise to appear for those court dates. Do you promise to appear?
Yes, ma'am.
If you fail to appear, a warrant will be issued for your arrest and a bond will likely be imposed. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, if you'll step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork.
Thank you.
Ms. Flores, will you please come into the courtroom? Well, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Yesenia Flores, 12/15/1988.
You were here because a direct complaint was filed where you were charged with one count of possession of a dangerous drug, a class 4 felony. The date of this alleged offense is May 31st of 2024. I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You will have a status conference hearing on February 11th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 13th at 8:30. I am inclined to release you on your own recognizance today, but you do have to promise to appear for those court dates. Do you promise to appear?
Yes.
Please be advised that if you do not appear for your court date, a warrant will be issued for your arrest and you will be subject to bond. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is Arizona. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Kaylee. Highly appreciate that.
Is the interpreter able to hear the court?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. Mr. Hernandez, will you please come to the podium?
I hope they didn't get the T-Mobile version today because those are the worst. I'm hoping for a good quality interpreter today. If not, then I could do the interpretations myself.
Mr. Interpreter, I need for you to start interpreting now.
Ahorita.
Okay.
Sir, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Por favor, señor, indique su primer nombre, apellido, fecha de nacimiento.
José Luis Hernández.
Classic name.
3 de marzo de 1987.
He sounds Central American.
José Luis Hernández, March 3, 1987.
9, perdón.
9
de marzo de 1987. Estoy.
March 9.
Estoy mal. Ahí aparece.
Este maje,
he was
no
doing his
March
correct.
9, I'm sorry. Yeah.
he doesn't know his date of birth.
Lo siento.
He needs to wake up.
So, sir, you were here on a new case.
I'm sorry.
wish.
Usted estaba aquí. Déjeme verificar. This is the interpreter. Could you please repeat the statement? I couldn't hear you.
You are here today on a new case.
¿Está usted aquí por un nuevo caso?
Mire, gran puta.
You were charged with one count of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a class 4 felony.
Wrong alias.
Bueno, está aquí por cargo de posesión de arma por una persona prohibida. Esto es un delito grave de clase 4.
Mire, idiota.
Entiendo.
I did find probable cause as to that offense.
Lo agarraron con un pum pum.
Bueno, más que todo causa probable en cuanto a este delito.
I appointed an attorney to represent you in this matter.
Asimismo, designé un abogado que lo represente con este asunto.
Asunto.
You have a status conference hearing on February 11th at 8:30.
Con esta babosada.
Usted tiene una audiencia de conferencia sobre el estado del caso 11 de febrero a las 8:30.
And you have a preliminary hearing on February 13th at 8:30.
Sin embargo, cuando la fiscalía lo deja salir
Y tiene una audiencia preliminar en febrero 13 a las 8:30.
I am going to release you to pretrial services.
Oh, snap.
Voy a liberarle para que pueda pasar a los servicios previos al juicio.
You do have to promise to appear for those court dates. Do you promise to appear?
¿Usted promete presentarse a estas citas judiciales?
Sí, señora.
¿Promete presentarse?
Sí.
Sí.
He's got me gone.
Yes.
If you fail to comply with your release conditions or you fail to appear for your court date, a warrant will be issued for your arrest and a bond will be imposed. Do you understand?
Ahora, no presentarse a cumplir con las condiciones de liberación o no se presente a la fecha de su audiencia, se emitirá una orden de arresto y se le impondrá una fianza. ¿Usted comprende?
Comprendo.
Comprendo. ¿Me entiendes,
I
Méndez?
understand.
¿O te explico, Federico?
So if you will please step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork, our hearing.
If I
We've
was
taken
that
care of
dude,
everything we need to do.
if I was that dude, because I'm gonna make an assumption here that he wasn't born here and he might.
Bueno, entonces
got here.
se estaría comenzando. A la izquierda el oficial entregará la documentación. En lo que es nuestra audiencia, nos hemos ocupado de todo lo que teníamos que hacer ya esta noche.
What I would do is I'm gonna get out of there. I'm getting out of Dodge. I'm gonna hit the road, Jack. I'm out. Adios, amigos. See you when I want to be.
Mr. Mendoza Sanchez, if you will please come into the courtroom.
I'm gone like the wind. I'm gonna be like the gingerbread man.
Señor Mendoza Sánchez, por favor, puede pasar a la sala.
I stick around for these federales.
Sir,
to
can you
deport
please
me.
state your first and last name and your date of birth?
Señor, ¿podría indicar su primer nombre, apellido, fecha de nacimiento?
Ciro Mendoza Sánchez, 1993 del 9 de enero.
Ciro Mendoza Sánchez,
Super
January 9, 1993.
Thank you for the follow.
You are here today on a new case.
¿Está usted aquí por un nuevo caso?
You were charged with one count of resisting arrest with risk of physical injury, a Class 6 felony.
He's going to prison.
Bueno, está aquí con un cargo de resistencia a arresto con riesgo de lesiones físicas.
One count of hit and run with damage
Hit and run too?
to a vehicle, a Class 1 misdemeanor.
Bueno, tuvo lo que es un incidente de atropello, fuga con daños a un vehículo, delito menor clase 1.
I did find probable cause as to that offense.
Y encontré causa probable a ese delito.
And sorry, to be clear, I found probable cause as to both offenses or charges.
Y pues encontré causa probable en cuanto a ambos delitos o bien a ambos cargos.
I did appoint an attorney to represent you.
Thank you for the follow, Richard.
He asignado a un abogado para que le represente.
You will have a status conference hearing on February 3rd at 8:30.
Usted va a tener una audiencia de conferencia sobre el estado en el caso el 3 de febrero a las 8:30.
And a preliminary hearing on February 5th at 8:30.
Va a tener una audiencia preliminar en febrero 5 a las 8:30.
You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000.
Usted tiene una fianza de comparecencia garantizada por un monto de $5,000.
Yeah, 5,000 smackaroonies.
If you are able to post bond,
¿puede usted pagar la fianza?
you must appear for your court dates.
Usted tiene que venir a la fecha de la corte judicial.
If you fail to appear for your court date, any bond posted will be forfeited.
Yeah, we are.
Bueno, usted, si no se presenta a la fecha, cualquier fianza que ha sido publicada va a perder su derecho a tal.
Yes, it is.
A warrant will be issued for your arrest.
Asimismo, si no se presenta, una orden de arresto se va a emitir.
And you will be subject to bond again.
Y se le estaría imputando una fianza de nuevo si no se presenta.
I would also like to note for the record that I did review the victim impact statement prior to the start of this hearing.
Sí o no.
Asimismo, me gustaría dejar constancia de que he revisado la declaración del impacto de la víctima antes del inicio de esta audiencia.
That takes care of everything that we can do this evening.
Eso es todo lo que tenía esta noche.
If you will please step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork.
Si da un paso a la izquierda, el oficial le va a entregar la documentación.
Thank you.
Mr. Interpreter, you may be excused.
Hey, if you guys could do me a favor, whenever I end the stream, if you guys could go to my account, my profile, and one video, if you could drop one comment in the video and forward it or repost
thank
it,
you.
I would really appreciate that to get me in the algorithm. Any help would highly be appreciated. And remember, sharing is caring. Send it to the ones you
Mr.
love.
Colorado, will you please come into the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't want your money. Put your wallet away. I don't want any green dots.
Sir, can you please state your first and last name and your date of birth?
My name is Misael Colorado, January 23rd, 1986.
You were here because a grand jury charged you with the following.
Arizona. With the following what?
3 counts of sexual conduct with a minor. A Class 2 felony alleged to have occurred on August 1st, 2017 through May 31st, 2018. 1 count of a molestation of a child, a Class 2 felony alleged to have occurred on August 1st, 2017 through May 31st of 2028. And then 2 more counts of sexual conduct with the minor. A Class 2 felony alleged to have occurred on August 1st, 2016 through 2017. I'm sorry, 1 count going August 1st, 2016 to May 31st, 2017, and then another count of sexual conduct with a minor. A Class 2 felony August 1st, 2017 through May 31st, 2018. And then 3 counts of child abuse, Class 4 felonies. The date of offense of August 1st, 2017 through May 31st, 2018, August 1st, 2019 through May 31st, 2020, August 1st, 2020 through May 31st, 2021, August 1st, 2022 through May 31st, 2023.
Wood chipper.
Aggravated assault, August 1st, 2021 through May 31st, 2022. Molestation of a child, Class 2 felony, August 1st, 2022 through May 31st, 2023, and molestation of a child, a Class 2 felony, August 1st, 2022 through May 31st of 2023. I did appoint an attorney to represent you in this matter. You will have an arraignment hearing on February 4th at 8:30. The grand jury warrant. Were you in DOC custody or no?
No, and I just want to say that I didn't know anything about this.
Well, this was just, I will go into that in a second. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Hold
so I
that
need
thought.
I have to edit this.
Hold that thought, Predator.
Because it looked, the way that it read, I thought he was in DOC custody.
I didn't know nothing else.
So I have to edit some things out, okay? So,
Oldest line in the
I
book.
have,
He didn't know about it. He had no clue. This is news to him. playing those old Scooby Doo. Hmm.
I'll let you know when I'm ready. I just had to.
We'll go ahead and do some. We'll do some toilet flushes for good measure.
Okay, the order should be correct now. So the grand jury warrant issued a bond in the amount of a secured appearance bond in the amount of $75,000. Yeah. This was filed on, it looks like, well, it was signed on August 13th of 2024. If you are able to post bond, you will be released to pretrial services on electronic monitoring, where you are not to initiate any contact with the alleged victims or any minors, and you are you cannot possess any weapons, and if there are any orders of protection or orders against harassment, you have to comply with those orders.
Okay.
So I believe that's, and if you are able to post bond, you must comply with your release conditions. If you fail to comply or you fail to appear for your court date, a warrant will be issued for your arrest. Any bond posted will be forfeited. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that takes care of everything that we can do here this evening. The officer is going to give you your paperwork.
Okay.
Hey, so that girl, that her audio went out.
Mr. McGinnis is a house call.
Who is she?
Mr. McGinnis is a house call.
For those of you that know what I'm talking about, cops gonna tell. Yeah, oh, they're gonna tell. Definitely they are. Now he's not gonna get released. His bond was $75,000.
So for the house call, do we have a reason why he's a house call?
Hey, thank you for the follow, user. Highly appreciate it.
We have, he's unstable for GP.
Okay.
He ain't going to GP.
Mr. Scott McGinnis, date of birth August 19th, 1983, is here for 3 warrants out of Surprise Municipal Court. He is unable to function within the general population, so he is not present with us in person. He will not be getting a court-appointed attorney as he's not entitled to one due to the nature of the offense. He will have an arraignment hearing on February 25th at 1:30 for all 3 matters. I am going to release him on his own recognizance. I will meet with him virtually. If any changes are needed, I will make those changes either in writing or on the record. The 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar stands in recess until 11 p.m. Did number 30 get moved to another calendar? Number 30, did it get moved to another calendar?
Oh, he will. But you need to put on the record for this one, and then it's going to be...
First I have to do number 30 on the record?
Yes, you just saying that he's in the hospital and can move to another one.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, so we're still on the record? Okay, so Mr. Cody Torresdorf is not appearing in person as he had to leave the facility for medical attention. He will be moved to another calendar after he receives the medical attention. Now this concludes the 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar.
And he's taking the iPad back to do the house call, right?
Yeah. So that we are concluded. Yeah, so you just...
Hey, what's up, Jenna? How's it going? Lotus. Do you ever close this court? Do they ever close it? No, they run it. They do 8 hearings a day. I think 8 hearings a day in a 24-hour period. Hey, guys, so I want to say something. So it's all fun, joking and whatnot. But man, I hate this last part right here when we get to the last part of the court and they start saying like these heinous crimes that these adults be committing. It's a real eye opener. I don't know how you guys feel or who you guys have around your kids, but I have a 6-year-old daughter, and if she's not with me, she's with my wife, because you never know, like even family members or like people at school, teachers, police officers, judges, you don't know, like they're predators and stuff, which is scary. It's super scary, especially if you have like really really young kids where they can't protect themselves. We got a 6-year-old, she's a little girl, and like sometimes she wants to go play outside, and whenever she goes outside, I go out there. I'll be out there with her, watching her just to make sure, because you never know. There might be that neighbor that's watching, that's just waiting for that right opportunity, and you never know. And I'm not willing to risk it, just because I don't have time or because I don't want to do it. It's a scary world out there, and it's hard to explain. Sometimes she'll tell me like, hey, like she'll ask me, Papa, can I go up the street to play with the kids, with the neighbor kids? And I'm like, nah, you can't go unless I go with you. If I go with you, I gotta have two eyes on you to make sure, like, everything's on the up and up, because you never know. Like all that going to people's houses, sleeping over, that's out the window. It's not gonna happen. No way, no how. All that sleepovers, no way. Not today, not tomorrow, and probably not until she's 21. But that's just me, like, when I hear things like that, those are the type of things that go, through my mind. It's scary, definitely not, nothing to laugh about. I know I do joke a lot about a lot of people, especially when they look like they stuck their finger in an electrical socket and they electrocuted themselves and their hair is all the way out here. But yeah, man, it's you got kids, you got to protect them and listen to what they say and pay attention to the way people act around them, because you never know. You never know what they're up to. Everybody, these people, they're out here for the long game. They'll wait 5, 10, 15 years, just for that right moment, to be able to do their thing. Recently, maybe like 2 weeks ago, I was watching these border patrol hearings in Kentucky, and there was this one dude that he did some awful things to his niece and nephew, and he said that he waited for his sister to go on vacation for him to do whatever he was gonna do. And it was like, man, just hearing that coming out of his mouth is like, man, it's just why, like why is your mind so perverted that you want to do something to a child? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So I sit in, to a lot of these parole board hearings, and some of the things that come out of their mouth is just like, man, it just leaves me scratching my head. Like why? Like there was this one dude that was a trucker talking about he was lonely and like nobody ever touched him. Man, nobody touched you because you're disgusting. You probably never showered, probably don't brush your teeth, and you don't know how to communicate with people. And then he goes and he victimizes this child, and it's like, man, like why? It makes no sense. Anyhow, on that note, I am Collect Call James. You are watching You Have a Collect Call From. And always remember, protect your kids at all costs. Keep an eye on them. You just never know. Sometimes, like I said, family members, moms, dads, and, cousins, brothers. But sometimes it could even be your partner. That might be the predator. You never know. Straight up. Anyhow, I'll be back at 10 o'clock. So we'll be back in 2 hours and 5 minutes. Go ahead and make sure you hit that follow button. It's free 99, doesn't cost you anything. And like I say around here, don't be a Mr. Krabby Patty. Don't be a Scrooge McDuck. The brown Steve Harvey. Get it right. Thanks again for the content. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome, Leslie, everybody. Man, I'll be back. And like I said around here, you are watching You Have a Collect Call From, and like a candle in the wind. Life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it's lights out. And with that, we're out of here. Rato. Hey, and don't forget, you guys said you were going to comment on some of my videos. So check out the profile, find the video, comment on it, and repost it. Highly appreciate it. Trying to get into the algorithm, trying to turn this into something so I could be here all day, every day. I don't have to go to work no more because, man, I hate it. I hate going to work, waking up, going to work, man. It's not for me, man. This is my dream. It's my dream. This is why my mom came to this country, for me to do this. And you could make that happen for me. All right, and with that being said, I'm out. A rato. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and part ways, and you guys have a good one. All right. I'll keep the stream up if you guys want to hang out, and then I'll be back and I'll come back at 10. Let me see here. Hello, hello. All right, all right. The countdown commences. And we should be going live and direct in a moment here. Just getting my ducks in a row, if you will. Let me see here. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Hey, thank you. Appreciate that that like right there. 714. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. Damn. This light's blinding me. Let me turn on my camera over here on the... Hey, Becky, gracias. Highly appreciate it. Welcome to You Have a Collect Call From. Hey, what's up, Trinity? Welcome back. Hey, what's up, Lynn? Good evening. Good evening. Hell to the yes. Here we are. Hey, Britt. Hey, gracias. Highly appreciate that heart right there. That's right. Ciao. Hopefully I didn't wake up the abuelita. Hey, Justice, gracias. Highly appreciate that rose right there. Highly appreciate it. And also remember, sharing is caring. Share with the ones you love. Share with the ones you don't love. Share with people you don't talk to. They might like me. Try it. You'll like it. They might like it too. Let me see. Get my camera going on over here. So they should be starting up in the next moment or two. Or sometimes they run late, you know. You know how court goes. Let me see. Britt, I got earbuds. I'm like, what? He's a wake up fist pumping. Like, what? I thought I was in the club. Thank you. Hey, man. Hey, shout out to all of you guys that dropped some comments in the videos. I saw that. Really appreciate it. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, body's on. Hey, appreciate the likes. And if you're just getting here, pay attention. As soon as court starts, hear the time. Oh, there it is. This call's coming in. Oh, yes. Listen to the judge when she says the date and the time. For those that don't believe that this is happening right now, you're gonna hear it right now for yourselves. So hold on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see, they're getting ready. Hopefully they got it set up lovely, nice and lovely. Okay, they set up they're setting it up pretty nice today. How is everybody doing tonight? Where are you guys tuning in from? If you guys don't mind dropping that in the chat, highly appreciate it. Countdown timer. Let me turn this puppy down here. Hey, what's up, 20? Moonstone 10. We got Nola girl coming in from Colorado. We got Michigan. We got Georgia. We got Connecticut. Rhode Island, Boston, California. Watching from Fresno, California tonight. That's right. We got Arizona in the house. Northern California, Kansas, Texas. Howdy. All right. I've never been to Kansas before, but I have been to Texas. Hey, Nola girl, thank you for sharing the live. Highly appreciate it. Hey, Bergman, thank you for that comment there. Hey, Eastside Phoenix. That's right. Corn Dog 602. All right. They turned on the mic. So things are about to start moving. We got Utah. Jerry, thank you for the follow. It's free 99. Doesn't cost you anything. And don't be a Krabby Patty. All rise. Listen.
Thank you. You guys may be seated. Good evening. This is the time set for the 11 p.m. calendar on January 27th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. I'll call you each one at a time to the podium, and I'll provide a second name to sit in the chair right outside of this room. If we can have Kevin Lamert to the podium and John Harris to the chair. Good evening, sir. Can I get your name and date of birth?
My name is Kayvon Beamer, and my date of birth is December 31st, 06.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like we're here on a new Superior Court case.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
does include one count of dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony, one count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you.
Okay.
I'm going to give you some hearings in the downtown Superior Courthouse. You're going to have a status conference on February 3rd at 8:30 and an evidentiary hearing on February 3rd at 1:30 in the afternoon and a preliminary hearing on February 5th at 8:30 in the morning. It looks like you were out on release on another felony charges when you picked up these new charges. And because of that, you are being held non-bondable. So what that means is that hearing on February 3rd at 1:30 in the afternoon, that's the time set for you and your attorney to present evidence to the court to determine if a bond should be set in this case. The dates, times, and locations of those hearings will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions for me?
Yes, ma'am. Am I being released today or no?
So you will not be released because you were out on felony release for those other charges. You will remain in custody until at least February 3rd at 1:30 in the afternoon. It's after that hearing that you will find out whether or not a bond will be set.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Just step to your left. They'll give you your paperwork.
Hey, Britt, what's
John Harris to the podium
what's C5?
and Armida Villarreal to the chair.
No Nintendo. I don't know what C5 is. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because if it's bad, I don't want nothing to do with it.
Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
John Harris, 1984, March 31st, 1984.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like we're here for a warrant coming out of the Flagstaff Municipal Court. It looks like it does relate to a pre-adjudication warrant. It looks like maybe you failed to appear at a hearing. It does relate to a charge of aggravated assault. I am going to appoint counsel in that case and give you a hearing in the Flagstaff Justice Court, and that's on January 30th at 8:30 a.m. They have indicated that they do want to extradite you back to Flagstaff for that hearing. They also have set a secured appearance bond in this case of $50,000. If you post that bond, you'll be released with written conditions, and you'll need to ensure that you attend that hearing in the Flagstaff Justice Court. Date, time, and location will be in your paperwork. If bond isn't posted, you'll remain in custody for that hearing. Did you have any questions, sir?
Is that a felony or a misdemeanor?
Let me see if they put on here. Sometimes we get limited information.
Good question. Good question there. Felony. I'm guessing it was
They
a felony.
don't have it listed because they don't have the full Flagstaff file, and they don't list whether or not they're charging it as a felony or a misdemeanor. So unfortunately, I'm not 100% sure on how they're going. Typically in a municipal court, it's typically misdemeanors, but I can't guarantee that. Your counsel will be able to give you the formal complaint when you meet with them.
So how long am I staying here?
I'm sorry?
How long am I staying here?
So if you post bond, you'll be released. If you don't post bond, then your next hearing is scheduled for January 30th, and at that time, the court that you will be seeing in Flagstaff could determine whether or not they're going to lower that bond if it hasn't been posted.
When are they taking me to Flagstaff?
So after this hearing, we'll let Flagstaff know that you've seen the judge, you've been given your bond, and that you're ready to be picked up, and then they should come get you. I don't have a time frame on when that should happen, but
They coming to get me for a misdemeanor?
they've indicated they will extradite you. We did contact them once this warrant was found, and they said that they would extradite you from Maricopa County. Let's see.
It's a felony.
You know that was just a BB gun, right?
I actually don't have any information on the case. Like I said, because it's coming from another county, we just get what's called a teletype information from them. And so I don't have any of the facts or background surrounding your case. The judge up there will have that information.
the police officer put a real gun on the paper.
It does say simulated use of a simulated deadly weapon, so.
But they dropped it down to a misdemeanor because they saw it was a BB gun. He put a real gun on the paper. It was just a BB gun.
Okay.
Judges don't care.
So they're doing all this over a BB gun?
We did confirm, and they did say they would extradite you.
All right.
Okay. If you'll step to your left, they'll give you your paperwork.
Welcome to America.
Armida Villarreal to the podium and Pharaoh Crossland to the chair.
He's going to go to Flagstaff. Hey, he could stop off at Lake Havasu, right?
Good evening,
They don't
ma'am.
care,
Could I get your
yeah.
name and date of birth?
Armida Alicia Villarreal, 41291.
Thank you, ma'am. And it does look like we have 2 cases on the calendar, and it looks like they're both probation violation warrants. They've alleged that you violated terms 6, 7, 11, 12, and 21 in each of your probation cases. I'm going to appoint counsel to represent you in each of those cases and set a probation revocation hearing on February 3rd at 8:30. That does apply to both of your cases. In your first case, you have a secured appearance bond of $5,000. In the second case, it's $750. So between the two, it's a secured appearance bond of $5,750. It is secured, meaning you can use a bail bonding company. If you do post that bond, you have written conditions of release, and it does include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. The date and time and location of that hearing will be included in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
I'm going to be released today. I have to post bond.
You would have to post the bond in order to be released. Okay?
That's fine.
Thank you, ma'am. If
Mama
you'll
Bear,
let
yeah.
them give you your paperwork.
I don't think they have to sign
Pharaoh
one.
Crossland to the podium and Yesenia Figueroa to the chair.
But I've never been extradited, so don't take my word for it.
Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Cheryl Crossland, 11604.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like we're here on a new Superior Court case.
Can't even see
And
his
it does
face.
include 1 count of unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle, a Class 5 felony, and 1 count of reckless driving, a Class 2 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. I'm going to give you some hearings in the downtown Superior Courthouse. You have a status conference on February 3rd at 8:30. And a preliminary hearing on February 5th at 8:30. In this case, you have a secured appearance bond of $5,000. You can use a bail bonding company to post that. If you do post that bond, you have written conditions of release. The dates and times of those hearings and the location will be included in your paperwork. If you fail to appear at that, they will issue a warrant and you will risk forfeiture of any bonds you do post. Did you have any questions?
They said I got 2. I was waiting till the next one.
I'm so sorry?
They said I got 2,
Do you have other warrants or?
yeah, and I was here last time for a warrant, and I told the other judge how I'm supposed to go to court if I was in here. And we called when I got out. They told I had to send an email, which I sent the email. I'm just waiting for y'all to get back for the warrant.
Does he have a hold from somewhere else, officer? Phoenix? Okay. So I don't have access to Phoenix records if you have a hold with them. They hold their hearings at, I think, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., so you'll likely see them at 10 a.m., and so you'll have to address that with them. The only thing I have is the new charges that you were picked up on just recently. Any warrants will be with the city of Phoenix.
Thank you.
Okay? Thank you, sir.
For anybody that just stumbled in across
Yesenia Figueroa to the
this feed
podium
here
and Marcus Ellis
and
to the
wondering
chair.
what's going on, we're doing a midnight screening of You're Gonna Go to Prison, Kiss Your ASS Goodbye, Adios Amigo. And
Good evening,
with
ma'am.
that,
Can I get your name and date of
next.
birth?
Yesenia Figueroa, April 24th, 1990.
Thank you, ma'am. And it does look like you are here on one case. It's a failure to appear warrant. It looks like you missed a hearing. I'm going to go ahead and affirm the attorney that was previously appointed to represent you. And we're going to set a probation revocation hearing on February 3rd at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Courthouse on Jefferson. You have a secured appearance bond of $900. You can use a bail bonding company. If you post that bond, you have written conditions of release, and it does include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. Did you have any questions?
I can be bondable at all. I mean, I can get released at all today.
If you post the bond, you'll be released. If the bond isn't posted, you'll remain in custody until the February 3rd hearing. It is a probation revocation hearing, so they could have a disposition hearing and resolve the issues as it relates to your probation. If they don't, they could potentially change your bond at that time. But until then, they've set a bond of $900 in your case. Okay? Thank you. If you'll step to your left, they'll give you your paperwork. Marcus Ellis to the podium and Arcadia Bean to the chair.
What do you mean by illegals? To what degree of illegals do you mean? Nah, it's these are citizens here.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Could I get your name and date of birth?
12 Marcus L. Ellis, 121073.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you're here on a probation violation warrant. They've alleged you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you and set a probation revocation hearing on February 3rd at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Courthouse on Jefferson. You have a secured appearance bond in this case of $500. If you post that bond, you have written conditions of release, and it will include contacting your probation officer within 24 hours. Did you have any questions?
Yeah, because I was told that I violated because I didn't go to this class. I just completed Crossroads like 6 days ago. That's why I missed court. I did a 3-month course class there, program. And that's why I missed court, because I was doing IOP there. And I ended up leaving there for a situation, a family situation, and got arrested yesterday.
Thank you, Penny.
What it indicates is that you failed to report to the adult probation officer within 72 hours of release from the residential treatment, and you failed to provide prior approval before changing your residence. So those are the two reasons
They came to Crossroads Red Mountain in Mesa. I had checked in there, and they came to Crossroads Red Mountain and seen me. My probation officer did. So she didn't know I checked in there, but then she came to see me and she said she squashed the warrant because I was doing the program at Crossroads.
There's nothing in the file indicating that anybody's petitioned the court to
her name is Medea, her probation officer. She came to see me in Mesa.
There's no petition to quash the warrant that's pending. The only thing that is in here was the petition to revoke probation, which was on January 14th. The warrant issued January 16th. So you'll have to discuss that with your attorney, because as of right now, there's been no petition or motion to quash any warrants. The warrant is still outstanding. So you will have to resolve that at your hearing on February 3rd at 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You're better off telling those stories
Ms.
to your
Bean to the podium and Mr. Arnold to the chair.
your new jail buddies.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Arcadia Bean, 11/14/84.
Thank you, ma'am. And it does look like you're here on a failure to appear warrant. It looks like you missed a hearing. I am going to affirm the previous attorney that was appointed to represent you and give you a status conference on February 6th at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Courthouse. I am affirming the secured appearance bond in the amount of $350. If you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. The date and time of that hearing will be included in your paperwork. If you miss that hearing, you'll incur another failure to appear warrant and forfeiture of any bonds you may post. Did you have any questions? No. Okay, if you'll step to your left, they'll give you your paperwork. Mr. Arnold to the podium and Mr. Jose Hernandez to the chair.
She'll be back. Next. And behind door number 2, let's see who we got coming up next. What do you guys think the next individual is going to be
here for? Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Oh, he's in orange.
Jonathan Arnold, November 1st, 1985.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you're here on a warrant coming out of the University Lakes Justice Court. And it's for an offense date on January 24th, 2025 for one count of criminal trespass in the 2nd degree. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you, and I'm going to set a hearing in the University Lakes Justice Court. That's an arraignment hearing on January 30th at 8:30 a.m. I am affirming the secured appearance bond in the amount of $200. If you post that bond, you have written conditions of release you need to comply with, and then you need to ensure you attend that hearing. Date, time, and location will be listed in the paperwork. It looks like you also have another bond. Looks like you were seen yesterday morning. So this would be in addition to the bond that you were given yesterday. Did you have any questions? Okay, if you'll step to your left, they'll give you your paperwork, sir. Mr. Hernandez to the podium and Mr. Campos to the chair.
Those are the breaks, my good man. Those are the breaks. Damn, no OR, not today. Hey, they let a lot of people out earlier on at the 8 o'clock one. They were giving everybody breaks, not
Good
tonight.
Evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Samuel Hernandez, 3/20/1986.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like we're here on a new Superior Court case. It includes one count of facilitating shoplifting, a Class 4 felony, and one count of shoplifting concealment, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you. You're going to have some hearings in the downtown Superior Courthouse. You have a status conference on February 11th at 8:30, and a preliminary hearing on February 13th at 8:30. I am going to release you today to pretrial services. When you get your paperwork, you're going to have written conditions of release you need to comply with. It will include not returning to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victims, complainants, or witnesses. It will also include an envelope with instructions for pretrial services. Make sure you read all the instructions and contact pretrial services once you've been released from custody. Did you have any questions?
No, that's
Okay.
it, man.
If you'll step to your left, they'll give you your paperwork, sir.
That's right. Hey, get out of
Mr.
Dodge.
Campos to the podium,
Get
and
out
Ms.
of Dodge,
Alvarado
buddy.
to the chair.
Are these virtual? Virtually for us, yeah, but not for them. They're living it. Ay, ay, ay. Where's the toilet? Agua.
Hello, can I
Flush
get your
one.
name and date of birth?
Drop one, flush one.
5.85.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like we're here on a new Superior Court case. It does include one count of criminal trespass in the first degree, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you. I'm going to give you some hearings in the downtown Superior Courthouse on Madison Street. You're going to have a status conference on February 11th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 13th at 8:30. I am releasing you today to pretrial services. Your paperwork will include written conditions of release. It will include not returning to the scene of the crime, no contact with any alleged victims, complainants, or witnesses. It will also include an envelope with instructions. Make sure you read all the instructions and contact pretrial services once you've been released. Did you have any questions?
No bad.
Okay, if you'll step to your left, they'll give you your paperwork.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Alvarado to the podium and Mr. Chambers to the chair.
Hey, when she says it's an envelope, little does he realize it's gonna be like a Mission Impossible, and he's set up for failure. He's gonna mess up the mission, violate probation, probably go to prison.
Good evening, ma'am. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Christina Maria Alvarado,
And your date of birth?
12/26/79.
Thank you, ma'am. And it does look like we're here on a new Superior Court case, and it does include one count of criminal trespass in the first degree, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference on February 11th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 13th at 8:30. I am going to release you today to pretrial services. Your paperwork will include written conditions of release that include not returning to the scene of the crime, no contact with any alleged victims, witnesses, or complainants. You'll also get an envelope with instructions for pretrial services. You'll need to read those instructions and contact them. Did you have any questions?
No.
Okay, just step to your left. They'll give you your paperwork.
All right, we're
Mr. Chambers to the podium and Mr. Stott to the chair.
we're back on our roll now. She's gonna start there. She's gonna start letting them out. Bring him out. Bring him out.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Anthony Grant Chambers, 12/15/91.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you're here on a warrant coming out of the East Mesa Justice Court. Looks like it's for failure to pay some fines that you may owe them. Due to the nature of your charges, you're not entitled to court-appointed counsel, but you can hire one at your own expense. I'm going to give you an arraignment hearing in the East Mesa Justice Court, and that'll be February 12th at 9 a.m.
Okay.
I am going to release you today on your own recognizance that you're promised to appear at that hearing.
Okay.
Your paperwork will include written conditions of release along with the date, time, and location of that hearing. Did you have any questions?
No.
Okay.
Actually, I do, so I'm getting out.
So you'll be released, and then you just need to make sure you attend that hearing on February 12th. If it is just a failure to pay, then you can work with them on getting a new payment
And that's
arrangement.
in Mesa?
Let's see. Yes, it's East Mesa. I think the location is the one off of Javelina. Yeah, it's 222 East Javelina Avenue, so that's off of like the 60 and McQueen, I think it is.
Okay.
But the exact address will be listed in your paperwork.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, if you'll step to your left, they'll give you your
Thank
paperwork.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, all these people getting on
Mr.
the street.
Stotts to the podium, and Mr. Luis Hernandez to the chair.
All these people hitting the streets makes me nervous, and I gotta start brushing my mustache. I get nervous. I gotta go ahead and start brushing it.
Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Alex Stokes, 102886.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like we have a new municipal court case, and it's coming out of the town of Wickenburg. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. I'm going to set an arraignment hearing, and it will take place in the town of Wickenburg, and it'll be a hearing on February 12th at 9 a.m. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance that you're promised to appear. You're going to have written conditions of release, and I'm going to caution you to read those very carefully because of the nature of your charge. You're not going to be able to have uninvited contact with the alleged victim. So, again, just make sure you read it. If the victim consents to you returning to the home, then you can, but if there is no consent, then you will have to find a temporary residence. And the victim can also revoke that consent while this case is pending. Did you have any questions?
No, thank you.
Okay. If you'll step to your left, they'll give you your paperwork.
Is this
Luis
domestic?
Hernandez to the podium and
Is this domestic
Ms.
violence?
Smith to the chair.
Huh. Interesting. Like my wife would say when I tell her something, she doesn't believe me.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Luis Manuel Hernandez, 0110-2000.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you have 5 cases on the calendar here. The first one comes in as a new Superior Court case, and it includes 1 count of narcotic drug possession, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you. For the new charges, you're going to have a status conference on February 11th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 13th at 8:30. It looks like you're also on probation in 4 cases. And so when you were picked up for these new charges, that is a violation of Term 1 of your probation. So I'm going to appoint counsel in your probation cases and set a probation revocation hearing on February 3rd at 8:30 in the morning. I am releasing you today on your own recognizance. That's your promise to appear at those 3 hearings.
We're all
Dates,
wrong on
times,
that one.
locations will be listed in your paperwork. There will also be written conditions of release, and that will include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. Did you have any questions?
What the what?
Okay, if you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork. Thank you, sir.
Damn! You get a car.
Ms.
You
Smith
get
to
a
the
car.
podium.
Free, 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 free. Everybody's going home tonight. That's it.
Hello, can I get your name and date of birth?
Yes, SoCal Smith, 04/29/1994.
Thank you, ma'am. And it looks like we're here on a new justice case court coming out of the University Lakes Justice Court. And it's for 1 count of criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, a Class 3 misdemeanor. Are you here on any other charges or any other holds?
Not that I know of.
Right.
Yeah, you have a hold from...
This is Arizona.
There you go.
Maricopa
Tempe?
County.
Okay.
$500 bond.
What?
Okay. So what I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to go ahead and appoint counsel to you. I'm going to give you a hearing in the University Lakes Justice Court, and that will be on January 30th at 8:30 a.m. And I'm going to set a $50 placeholder bond on this case to ensure that you'll be available, made available to go to that hearing, and if you'd be credit for any time served on your cases.
Okay, so I'm going to stay here?
So you'll have a $50 placeholder bond. If you post the bond, you'll be released, but that would be in conjunction with any bond that Tempe has on you.
Okay, so what am I doing from right here?
Can you ask your question again?
Okay, am I staying here tonight, or?
If you don't post the bonds for both cases, yes. If you do
I won't be able to, so I'm staying here tonight.
Okay, then you'll stay in custody.
Okay.
Okay. And can we reprint that? If you'll take a seat outside, they'll bring you that paperwork in just a moment. Thank you, ma'am. Case number 15 through 19, Brian Willard, date of birth August 17th, 1964, will proceed as a house call due to danger to self directly after this recording. We are here on 5 warrants coming out of the Payson Justice Court, and they are all for 1 count of criminal trespass. Due to the nature of the charges, he is not entitled to court-appointed counsel, but he can hire one at his own expense. I'm going to set an arraignment hearing in the Payson Justice Court on January 30th at 8:30 a.m., and that does apply to all 5 cases. I am releasing him today on his own recognizance along with written conditions of release. If anything changes after I meet with him, I will update the written record. We will now stand in recess until the 5 a.m. calendar.
Man, I wish there was more people incarcerated. That's pretty messed up that I said that, but that's it. It's it. Just like that. Just like it began, it's over now. We got to wait till tomorrow. But I'm going to be back nice and early. 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're in California, if you're somewhere else, I don't know, figure it out. Minus 1, 2, or 3 hours. Unless you're in Hawaii, then it might be 7. And if you're in Puerto Rico, it might be 4. So you do the math on that right there. Because my math is not mathing. If you haven't done so, please do so. Hit that follow button. It's free, 99. Does not cost you anything. Don't be a Krabby Patty. Don't be, what do I say? Don't be a Krabby Patty, and don't be a Uncle Scrooge. Nobody likes Uncle Scrooge. Don't be a codo. Don't be a tight ass. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. What's up? Obviously, there's 200 people in here, 224, 226. You guys are entertained. So hit that follow button. And also do me another favor. Check out my profile. Check out some of those videos. Repost the videos. And we could do the damn thing together. And you could say, man, I remember James, man, when he only had 17,000 subscribers. Now he has 1 million. That's what I'm talking about right here. We got to aim big. You know, I be seeing the youngsters. They be doing this TikTok. And I'm like, man, I'm 43. If they could do it, I could do it. So that's why I'm here. And you guys could make that happen. Yes, you could make that. You could make my dream happen because it's my dream. Es mi sueño. Help me out. What's up? Do the damn thing. Anyhow, sharing is caring. Whenever you guys see me in the live, share it with your loved ones, with the ones you don't love. Shoot it to everybody. Let me see. I was looking them all up on Facebook. Hey, that's what's up. Hey, I like that. I like that right there, man. I wish I had 2 more hands so I could be doing more stuff, but I'm not a multitasker. I could only do one thing at a time. Like I tell my wife, I got to focus on one thing because my attention span is that of a squirrel. I'm easily distracted. So sometimes I look at the messages, then I'll look over here, bam, and I'll forget, and then I look over here, and it's a wrap. I'm trying to listen to their names. I'm trying to listen to what they're in for, but I just can't keep track because I'm not tracking. You know, I see a shiny light and vámonos. Next thing I'm in that one fish's mouth, the one that has the little light hanging. You know, the one that is distracting you. Bam, and that's it. Let me see. That's why I rewatch the videos. Hey, oh yeah. Hey, you know what? Hey, for sure. I'm glad you mentioned that. For those of you that don't know, if you check over here in the top where it says all socials at CollectCallFrom, definitely check us out on YouTube. Buenas noches, Tita. I have different types of videos out there. You know, I do interviews with incarcerated individuals. I've done interviews with formerly incarcerated lifers in the California Department of Corrections. I've also been to Sentinel State Prison, and I've recorded people, you know, coming home. So I diversify when it comes to the prison genre, if you will. So I do a little bit of everything: video calls, phone calls, in-person interviews, and now I'm doing this. I'm doing the streaming of these court hearings. I also do board of parole hearings. So if you got a wife or a husband, brother, whatever, and you guys want to know what happens at these board of parole hearings, you know, you get that knowledge and you might be able to help them out. Ritz is asking, is there another meeting soon? Nah, the next one's not until 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. For that one, it's 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be knocked out on that one, but I'll be in for the, hey, shoot it, Carla. You got a question? Shoot it. That's why I'm here. You guys got any questions? I might have an answer. I don't guarantee an answer, but I'll try to answer your questions to the best of my ability here. Let me see. I'm going to interview the ones here in Arizona since I'm here for you. Hey, gracias. Highly appreciated. That's what I'm talking about. Teamwork makes the dream work. Let me see. Carla's asking, do you know? No, I do not. I have no idea who that is. No sé. You see, Junior says, I'm ready, awake since 3 a.m. Woo, you're all prendido. Let me see here. Decline. I'm trying to do no. I've never done a battle. I don't know what that consists of. No, gracias, Selena. Nah, no sé. I don't know. I work from 3 a.m. to 3:30. Damn, that's rough right there. That's a rough one. Let me see. Riz asked. She asked if you know if Yolanda. I don't know who that is. No sé. Yolanda. I don't know Yolanda. Was she here on the stream earlier on? No sé. I don't know. Yeah, I don't follow up on anybody. Like if you're asking me if anybody that comes on these streams, I don't keep track of it. After we jump off the stream, that's it. I'll put this behind me and on to the next video. I'm doing other stuff, but yeah, I don't keep track of them. Let me see. But these court cases keep me busy. That's right, Junior. Hey, they keep me busy too, man. I hate to admit, I've been spending more time than I normally do on TikTok ever since I started doing these hearings. You guys, for whatever reason, find them interesting. Hey, and I'm gonna keep on providing them to you. Like I'm in New Jack City. Wait, is over? Yeah, it was a short one today. It was a short one, but don't trip. They're gonna be filling up the paddy wagons tonight. So like that in the morning, They're gonna be bringing everybody, and everybody's gonna be dope sick, all dirty, not shaven, smelling like stuff that you never want to mix together. Let me see. AC, she was a celebrity case. Oh no, hold on. You seen the movie Selena? Yeah, yeah. I know she was. Yeah, I've seen the movie Selena. Is that the lady that off Selena? I don't know her name though. If that's her. You know what? Now that you mentioned that, was anybody here earlier on when the audio went out with that one girl? Okay, yeah. I don't know anything about her. I saw something on a video that she got out or something, but that's all I know. I don't know anything more than that. So, hey, what happened with that one girl? So somebody was saying that she was like famous or something, that she was a famous TikToker. Is there any truth to that? Because I didn't recognize her. I mean, I'm new to this TikTok, so I don't know who's who. Is that a dog? I can't make it out. Or is that a donkey? No sé. My eyes aren't too good. Those emojis are kind of little right there. Anyways, hey, Roxanne, thank you. Hey, have a good night. 5 cases, yikes. Let me see. A goat, Ching Gators. I don't know about all of that. Anyhow, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Thumbs up, thumbs down. It don't matter. You know, as long as you're pressing buttons on the screen, I appreciate you guys because you guys are here. You guys are listening to these journeys. Greatest of all time. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I am Collect Call James. You are watching. You have a Collect Call From. It lights like a candle. Once you blow it out, it lights out. And with that, we are out. A rato, and I'll be back tomorrow. And hey, don't forget, hit that follow button. It's free 99. Doesn't cost you anything. And if you guys like watching people that are incarcerated, check out my playlist for video visits. I got video visits from all over the world. And I'm not talking about like in LA. I'm talking about like the real world. Like the world is huge. Puerto Rico, El Salvador, Germany, Amsterdam, Spain, Barcelona, Malagal, all over the place. Check him out. Check him out, you know. All right. And with that, I'm out. Gracias y buenas noches. All right, guys, on YouTube, I'm gonna